What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back in the basement. We are live right now. We're getting ready to get into the Yankees and the Seattle Mariners. Can Aaron Judge and Anthony Rizzo continue to carry us the way they've been carrying this team this entire time up to now? This has been an exciting day of trades. It's been an exciting day for Juan Soto, even though we didn't get him. It's been absolutely crazy, and we got a lot to talk about, So welcome to the basement. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Please comment and enjoy while we are here. Another Yankee great game. We got Jacob deGrom back tonight for the Mets as well, which my partner Lou Talks is coming on here too. He's going to be talking all about Jacob deGrom being back. Anyway, welcome in. Let's get this game rolling right now. That's what we're going to be doing right now. Aaron Judge is on absolute fire. Jordan Montgomery got traded today. Thank goodness. He's out of here. Joey Gallo out of here. We'll get into all that. It's been an absolute great day for those type of happening. Joey Gallo being gone, what a gift. His time with the Yankees has been absolutely horrendous. So there's a lot of action going on right now, a lot. And all across the board. Luke Voigt ends up back on back on the East Coast. He's on the Washington Nationals now in a ridiculous trade that the Padres seem to have gotten the better end of the deal without having to give up too much to get these guys. Absolutely crazy. So this is going to be an exciting day. And I don't even know. I mean, I was trying to keep up with all the trades that were going on, and I can't even keep up with half of them right now. So it's insane. Absolutely insane. Just finished setting up right here so we can get you guys going. The Yankees got rid of Jordan Montgomery and Joey Gallo, man. What a gift. Thank you. Both of those guys. Once we got Montes, I knew we were going to have to get rid of somebody. We got some good relievers in the bullpen now. Jacob deGrom being back is extremely exciting, by the way. I am more of a Yankee fan, but him being back for the Mets is huge. Like I said, guys, you know, we have a lot of Met fans here. Hey, Gunnar, what's going on, man? What's happening? Appreciate you stopping in. I think I lost you there for a minute. So, yeah, anyway, man, we're ready to rock and roll here. Lou should be popping in any minute. So we're going to be checking in on the Mets and Jacob deGrom start back. Have to do that, man. Have to do that, man. That's an amazing thing. The guy hasn't pitched in well over a year. Jacob deGrom, man. And he's back again. Can you imagine the team of Max Scherzer and deGrom? That's absolutely insane. Going into the playoffs, that's going to be crazy. It's going to be deGrom, then Scherzer, and then Chris Bassett. That's trying to get my chat going up here, guys. You guys all know me by now. You know me by now. I'm not the most tech-savvy guy in the world. So it's a little nuts at the moment. Bear with me here while I go through my technical stuff, which I'm getting better at, which I'm definitely getting better at. But, you know, once in a while I run into a bump in the road here. But the chat comes on and it disappears. So I think I found the problem. I think I found the problem. I go through this like every other time I come on here, right? I go through this every other time I come on here. Please let that have worked. It worked. All right, the chat is back. I don't know how or why that happens. Oh, yeah, you still hurting, huh, Gunner? You still hurting? I hear you, brother. That sucks, man. It was a long day of work then, I guess, with the pain you got going on, right? I'm glad you stopped in, man. Like I said, you know, Lou will be coming on here soon. It's a big day in baseball, period. The Soto trade the San Diego got away with practically giving up nothing to get Soto, and they got Josh Bell, who's hitting 301 also. That's a huge move. And again, the Mets got deGrom coming back. The Yankees got rid of Montgomery and that waste of space, Joey Gallo, man. The Dodgers got him now. You know, take him. It's all good here. It's all good here. Take them. DeGrom being, Gallo being gone is the best thing that could happen to us. And we got Heath Bader from the Cardinals. Got Heath Bader in from the Cardinals. He's, middle of the road outfielder, but whatever. We got him from Montgomery, which you guys have heard me harping about Montgomery. You guys have heard me harping on about Montgomery, but it's going to be fun tonight. Lou's going to drop in. We're going to be talking a whole bunch of this trade stuff, a whole bunch of Yankees talk, a whole bunch of Mets talk. We're going to be doing it all today, and we're going to be starting getting into the NFL. The NFL's coming up. That's what we're going to be getting into on that as well. So, what's going on with my lighting? I guess my lighting's all right, but it's coming in and out. So again, bear with me. Who cares? We're here to watch the game, right? So yeah, Gunna. Buffalo Bills, man. I'm gonna be doing a thing for the Bills Mafia. I'm gonna be doing, besides the games, I'm gonna do another updated review on what they got going on. You guys got a lot of great players. You guys got Jameson Crowder, Von Miller. The Buffalo Bills have really got a good start to this year, and the Jets, they just had this piece on sports. Do you know that Vegas has more bets on Zach Wilson to be successful over Mahomes, Brady, and Aaron Rodgers? Who's betting this? Who's betting this? You never bet on. Oh my gosh, that's something you just don't bet on. I can't believe it. Zach Wilson was horrendous last year, but now he has. Everybody's living on this draft that the Jets had. So, and they're, how great they're supposed to be. So we'll check it out. But he was really bad last year. But they built up the line, got great receivers now, great running backs. It is all on Zach now. There's no more excuses. Joe Douglas has definitely built the team around him. Joey Gallo was traded for a Dodger Double-A pitcher. A Dodger Double-A pitcher who's 0-3 with a 5.75 ERA. And you know what? The Yankees said, whatever, bring him. We'll take him. In the 1 year that Gallo was here, he hit 151. 151. That's it. That's insanity. That is insanity. 151. And he hit he struck out, I had it 194 times. 194 times he struck out. That's crazy, man. Absolutely insane. 194 strikeouts, 151. He hit like 23, 25 home runs and had like 46 RBIs. That's it. That's it. Thanks for nothing. Thanks for nothing. You know? Crazy. Thanks for nothing, Joey. Good riddance. Go over there. We took a Double-A pitcher that hasn't even won a game, and his ERA is over 5. That's how badly we wanted to get rid of you. That is how badly we wanted to get rid of you. Isn't that crazy? So we're sitting there now waiting for this game to get started. Brian Cashman's rambling away. He did a good job. He took care of the pitching. Trying to get this trying to look over here and see what DeGrom is doing. I don't know. I don't understand these things, man. You flip these channels around, and there's sometimes we're gonna have Yankee games and they don't come in. They put them on different TVs, or they put them. I don't know what they do this season. It's been really strange. It's been a really strange year. I don't know what they do or why they do what they do. I remember growing up, all you had to do was turn on one channel and you had the game. I sound like a real old man saying that stuff, but it's true. It's absolutely true. This is like an absolute. I don't care, but Brian Cashman's still talking. Like, get this game going. Get this game going. Lou's going to come on here. We'll talk. We'll get it going, and then we'll We're definitely going to check on the DeGrom. He is a diehard Mets fan. This is a major, major doing for the Mets tonight. Major. They're pitching against the Nationals, so he should just shut them down without any issues at all. So the game's just about to get going here. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun night. A whole bunch of things to talk about. Whole bunch of things to talk about here. Yep, absolutely. So we'll get it going. And now they're taking the field. Donaldson's playing third. I can already see him coming out. He's, like I said, we'll get into these trade talks. We don't want to get into the whole thing. I just want to get this game going right now. Juan Soto and Josh Bell went to the Padres. Can you imagine that? Soto, Machado, and Tatis. Tatis should be back next week. That's a killer. That's a killer 3-bat order. Killer. Absolutely insane, man. That's going to be nuts. We'll see what happens with it, man, but it's going to be a little bit crazy, you know. Mariners are coming up. Oh, yeah, Rodriguez is out. That's huge, man. That's a huge loss for them, Rodriguez. He's out, I think, for another week or so. And Severino's on the 60-day IL again. Didn't they see this coming? Didn't they see this coming? You have all these freaking – what's up, Lockport? What's happening, brother? How you doing, man? We're just going over what's going on with the Yankees right now, the trades. My man Lou is definitely coming on tonight. He's a huge – if you haven't been with us before when Lou's on here too, he's a diehard Mets fan, and he's all excited about DeGrom coming back tonight. Juan Soto and Josh Bell go to the Padres. There's a lot going on tonight. Yeah, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't miss. I wasn't a big Montgomery guy, but with Severino on the shelf is like 60 days, man. Maybe they should have kept him around there, but you got Montes now, so I guess that's going to be the replacement for Montgomery. But who do you replace with Sev? I mean, they should have seen Severino. They should have seen this coming. The guy's been injured for the last 2 years. And even before, he's on and off. He pitched really well, not knocking when he was here. But they couldn't possibly think he was going to last the season. He has not done that yet. He has not done it. You know what I mean? He hasn't done it. So I don't know. But, I mean, they traded Montgomery, got another outfielder, right? But with Severino on the shelf, that's just – and the guy was 3-3 with a 3.69 ERA. So, I mean, I just don't know why they would move him. And you got another outfielder now. We have Benintendi. I mean, Gallo's out of here. And Gallo. I'm going to say this a bunch of times tonight. They took a guy, Gallo, who's hitting 151 in the 1 year he was with the Yankees. They took a double-A pitcher that's 0-3 with a 5.75 ERA. They said, bring him. We'll take him. Double-A hasn't won, ERA almost at 6. Bring him on, man. You can have Gallo. Just get him out of here. We'll take anybody. Isn't that crazy? They gave him away for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'll tell you what, the Tayon's pitching today. I know he's 10-2. But what do you guys feel about Tayon? Do you think he wins a lot because of the – I know he started out well. He's been rough the last few times. I don't want to sound like I'm ripping on all the Yankee pitchers, man. These are the same guys we go into the playoffs with, and these guys just don't get it done. Maybe Tayon will. I mean, there's sometimes a guy that looks really good, really good. Yeah, Sevy going to the 60-day IL, and he is not happy, Lockport. He's not happy about that at all. I know. Bye, Gallo. Can you imagine they wanted Gallo out of here so bad they took a double-A pitcher that has an ERA at almost 6, and he hasn't even won a game in double-A. They're like, Yankees are like, whatever, bring him on. Just take Gallo. We'll take that kid. Come on. Come on. Just get Gallo out of here. The Dodgers have him now, and they only have him for the rest of the year. What do they have him for? They got a they got a stacked team. What do they want him striking out over there? Oh, please, just get him out. That was one of the worst signings the Yankees have ever had. The worst. Anybody new in the room, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Keep the chat, the comments rolling. We're just fans speaking to fans. This channel is for fans. All of us are diehard fans, and that's what we're here for. Just a BS. We can talk about everything going on. Everything, as you guys already know. Everything going on here in sports, from Juan Soto to Jacob deGrom coming back to the Yankees and their pitching, and they're pitching great pickups, and the weirdness that Lockport just brought up, getting rid of Montgomery when Sevy just got put on the 60-day IL, which is a little odd, man. You got me thinking again. You always throw something at me that makes me think a little bit about, yeah, why the hell would they do that? I wasn't really thinking about it that much until you brought it up, brother. It's kind of like when you got me on that Ric Flair. I was waiting for him all night versus Double J, man. It's some good stuff, bro. Good stuff, man. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. No, they'll figure it out, right? They're the Yankees, but they made some great moves. Montes is a solid starter. Montes has 2.9 ERA since the beginning of May. So that was a solid move right there. And now he's on a team with a much better lineup than the Oakland A's. The A's have crap. So that's got to be half the reason why his win-loss is 4-6. It's got to be, because his ERA overall is like a 3.4. But again, it's 2.9 since May, and he's on the worst team in baseball. If the A's aren't the worst team, they're the second worst team. You guys know they're bottom three. They are cellar dwellers. And if you show any signs of being good, the A's get you out of here. They get rid of you. They don't want you being good. Look at the half. I mean, most of them went to the Mets. Kanya, Bassett, Marte. I know Marte just came from the Marlins, but they got the Oakland A's got rid of Starling Marte also. So it was a great job that they did. Great job. Yeah, dude, he didn't give up a lot. You got to give Cashman credit, man. He didn't really give up a lot. I give him a lot of credit for what he did. He acknowledged, we talked about this over the weekend. He acknowledged the pitching problems, the starting, back end of the rotation, bullpen, no Chad Green, no Michael King. That is a major problem. I miss Chad Green more than King, but King was solid. But Chad Green was ridiculous, man. That's a humongous. He may not even be ready in April. Tommy John surgery is no joke. Tommy John surgery is no joke. So hope the best for him that he can make it back. And I think they're relying a lot on Britton. We talk about this a lot too. Zach Britton, come on. Guy wasn't much before he got hurt. Uh-oh, that's out of here. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about with Taillon and Mont. They just don't have that thing with them. You're 10-2 as a pitcher, and it just doesn't have a 10-2 feel when he's pitching, right? It just doesn't have that 10-2 feel. He just gave up a bomb, a 2-run bomb in the first inning. I just don't like going into the playoffs with these guys, man. Taillon, Montgomery, weren't getting it done. Montgomery is out of here. I just don't have confidence in these guys, man. He just threw a slider that just sat right there in the middle of the plate, just like this. Boom, just like that. That's insanity. I don't know, man. I just don't know. They don't give you that great feeling when they take the mound, man. You don't feel that, that we're going to win this. This is a great back end of the order. Like the Mets have those punches. Now they got deGrom back. They got Max Scherzer. They got Chris Bassett. Taijuan Walker is killing it. And Carlos Carrasco, my co-host Luda comes on here. Carlos Carrasco is a solid fifth starter. That's a real pitching order. We don't even have that. We're the Yankees, man. But now the Mets have an owner like we used to have with George Steinbrenner. He's getting all the players, man. In the old days, Max Scherzer would be on the Yankees, not the Mets. Chris Bassett would be on the Yankees, not the Mets. But look at their pitching order compared to ours. When we faced them, it was the back end of our rotation versus kind of the back end of theirs. Oh, not Not Scherzer. I'm talking about Taijuan Walker. It's more of a back-end pitcher for them. And the dude's like lights out this season. He's held the fort down with DeGrom being out the whole time. And even when Scherzer was out for 7 weeks, that's pitching, man. I don't feel that confidence with our Yankee staff. You know, even when we're going to meet the Mets again in the Bronx next week, and what's going to happen there? We got a big money Cole out there. I will call him that until, very sarcastically, until he does something in big games. And I mean playoff games. Yeah, he did it for the Astros. I'm still waiting for it here. Still waiting. Dude, he gave up 5 runs with 2 outs against the Royals in the 6th inning. He did it against the Orioles just a couple starts ago, if not the last start. I mean, before this weekend. Know what this guy's doing. Cortez is money. That's our guy that's money every single time. Nestor Cortez. That's our money, dude. Hey, brother, at least you admitted it in the room. You're a Red Sox fan. That's okay, man. We still appreciate you stopping by. You guys are having a rough time right now. Well, all teams go through the rough patches, man. Your team's having a rough time. But it's the same thing with the Red Sox. It's the pitching. It's not your batting order. Devers, Bogarts, those guys are incredible. I'd take either one of them on this team in a minute. It's the pitching staff that the Red Sox have that's the problem, man. Shane Bloom signed guys that were just like, what are you doing? James Paxton, the guy you signed him, he was injured. He wasn't even expected to come back till the middle of the summer. Rich Hill came from the Mets, a guy that's been all around the league. He's in his 40s. Come on. So it's your pitching in the bullpen. It's certainly not the batting order of the Red Sox, and they're struggling bad. They're struggling bad right now. But hey, you came in, you admitted it. It's all good, man. I still appreciate you stopping in. Everything goes in the chat room, and all the sports talk or trash talk, it's all in fun. It's nothing personal, nothing serious. And I don't want anybody getting all loud. You know, we have fans of rival teams in the room. So the rivalry was more huge way back when that players were staying on the same teams anyway. The rivalry is really more from the fans than it is the players. You guys remember Jim Leyritz? Jim Leyritz played for the Yankees, played for the Red Sox, and he just said, hey, I'm a player. I'll go whatever. Johnny Damon came to the Yankees. He said, it's the fans. It's the players. The players are going to go where they sign them. Where they're going to make their money, that's where they're going. Ellsbury came over here. It wasn't much. Wade Boggs came over here from the Red Sox. We had him too. You think these guys cared about a Yankee-Red Sox rivalry? No. They probably cared about it way back when the players actually stayed with the same teams. Nowadays, everybody goes everywhere. Everywhere. Look, Josh Donaldson was one of the biggest smack talkers against Garrett Cole when the Spite Attack thing came out last year and called him a cheater and this and that. He called him every name in the book, can't win without it. Then now all of a sudden he's on the Yankees this year, and they had to have a huge talk with each other and just let it go. You're on the same team now. You don't know when you're going to be on the same team with the players. The rivalry is just a big fan. It's a fan thing. It's a generational fan thing. That's it. I have family members that are Red Sox fans, and we just have fun trash talk. That's it. It's nothing personal. These teams don't pay us to get in fights and hate your family, hate your friends, and all that over a team. Come on. You know what I mean? They don't pay us for that. Hey, Frank, what's going on, Frank? Busy today? Everybody that isn't aware, Frank is responsible for most of all of this in here, man. He has great memorabilia at the Sports Cave in Deptford Mall, New Jersey. Go see Frank. You tell him Johnny Basement sent you there, man. He's a great guy, got great stuff. Get you anything you want. Sportscave.net. He is at the Deptford Mall in New Jersey. Go see Frank. Really good dude, really good store. That's him. Frank, I don't know, man. I mean, we acknowledge the pitching. The Yankees acknowledge the pitching right now. They got rid of Montgomery. They brought in Montes. They got Efros from the Cubs, who's been a rookie, great shutdown pitcher. They killed the Mariners yesterday, but as usual, and we've spoken about this, Frank, the Yankees have no back end pitching. Jameson Taillon is 10-2. and he gives up a 2-run bomb in the first inning. These guys are like, they get saved by their batting order. They get saved by the lineup, these guys. They really do. That's what's saving this team, to me. You know? Oh, that's a great, Frank. I'm glad to hear it. You know, I'm going to come see you again soon. I got a blank spot there. There's a blank spot right about there. See that? Got to take care of that. I'll be definitely seeing you real soon. But yeah, this is the New York Yankees, man. We got no back end of the order. The Royals, we took 3 out of 4 games from the Royals, right? 3 out of 4. And they had to come back in 2 of them. Cole, we had to save Cole from from pitching poorly against the Royals, and Montgomery, who just got shipped out of here. He pitched bad against the Royals. Freaking team has 40 wins. That was the most stressful 3 out of 4 wins I have ever watched, I think, this season. Good. Actually, there was a couple things there that I think I had my eye on. I don't know if it's still there or not, but you know I'll be in. Here comes Aaron Judge. 299, 43 homers, 93 RBIs. Frank, I was stressed out watching the Royals. Stressed out. That was supposed to be a bounce back series after dropping 2 to the Mets. That's a bounce back. Hey, you guys got the Royals. Because now that's a good in-between series. Should have been. Because now we got the Mariners. Oh, that one foul. I'm pausing because I'm watching Judge swing at the same time we're talking. So we got the Mariners, the Cardinals, the Mariners, then the Red Sox, which I know they're not doing well this year, but it's still, they always give the Yankees a problem. Then the Rays, then the Jays. This is the month of August. So when you play these doormats, you got to beat them. You got to beat them. If anybody is new in the room, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and hit the like button. We're just fans speaking to fans. This channel is for fans. We talk about everything. We're watching baseball. We can talk about Juan Soto, NFL. We do it all here. And the guys that are in here normally know that that's what we do. We're in the basement, man. We're all fans. Anyway you go, fans just talk about everything regardless of what you're watching. I'm just waiting, man. Judge is just, they showed LeMahieu, Judge, and Rizzo are hitting 370 combined, 12 homers, 25 RBIs. For the month of July. Insane. How about the order of Juan Soto, Tatis, and Machado? That's huge. And they got Josh Bell. The Padres got Josh Bell, too. He's hitting 301 this year. And they gave up like nothing. They gave up like 5 prospects. Well, you never know if the prospects turn into something, but just for the sake of argument, they gave up nothing. And they got Luke Voigt. They gave up Luke Voigt from Soto and Josh Bell. Wow. Wow. That's insane. Yeah, perfect time to close out the division. You're right, man. This is going to be a rough month of August. Rough month. And I was just telling them all, man. Jacob deGrom, my co-host Lou, who's on here, he just hasn't been on here in a couple of days, but he's supposed to pop in tonight. Jacob deGrom is back tonight for the Mets. They got a real pitching order for the playoffs. deGrom, Scherzer, Bassett, Taijuan Walker, and Carlos Carrasco, who is a real fifth starter. And he's good. He's good. He has a couple of bad games, but that pitching staff's better than ours. Better than ours. It's absolutely insane. Well, here's Rizzo. Rizzo's been killing it. Rizzo's been absolutely killing the ball. Oh, all right. Yeah, he's been killing the ball. He's the guy that can handle the pressure in New York. Not every player that can come here can handle that pressure. I knew Juan Soto wasn't coming here. So here's the question. And so many guys we've already spoken about it, Frank. Your idea. Do you think the Yankees are going to slow Aaron Judge down from reaching Roger Maris's Yankee record of 61? To me, if they're keeping Judge, they'll let him pass it because they're not going to let a guy that they may not re-sign, which is unconscionable that they wouldn't re-sign him. But he's a guy. if he's going to lead the Yankees, there ain't no way they're going to let him beat that 61. There's no way. There's no way they're going to let him beat that if they don't plan on re-signing him, which is unbelievable if they don't do that. I can't even buy in that they wouldn't re-sign him. But again, if they're not, they're not going to let him touch that record. I just don't see him letting him touch it. Not letting him touch it at all. You know, Yankee records, baseball records are all legendary. They're not going to allow a Yankee that's not going to be one to beat 61. And he's on pace. He's on pace right now to hit almost what Barry Bonds did. I think he's on pace right now for 68. But the way he's killing the ball, he's hit like 12 home runs since the freaking All-Star break. And speaking of guys out of nowhere, how about Matt Carpenter? He's up now. He's hitting 321. This guy was ready to retire. This guy was ready to retire, and he's hitting 321 and playing the out. He hasn't even played the outfield in a few years, and he's been doing it. It's crazy. He's been doing it, Matt Carpenter. And the joke for the people that weren't watching, the greatest joke, Joey Gallo is gone. The demon has been exorcised. He's out of here. Joey Gallo hit 151 in the 1 year he was here for the Yankees. 151. The guy they got for him in a straight-up deal, as far as I know it was straight up, double-A pitcher who's hasn't won a game, and his ERA is close to 6, and the Yankees are like, whatever, bring him. We'll take him. Just take Gallo. We don't care if this guy has a 6 ERA, double-A pitcher, and he's 0-4 or 0-3. Just bring him. Just get Gallo out of here. Just get him out of here. And the Dodgers took him. What are they going to do with him on LA? Going to strike out over there? Their team, I mean, what are they going to do with him over there? And I think in spite of Gallo, we still winning anyway. Frank, if this was George's team, if the boss was still around, Scherzer would be on the Yankees, and Lindor would have been on the Yankees. I mean, there's plenty of guys that would have been on the – this back end of the pitching order would not be here. Aaron Boone would not be here. Aaron Boone would not be here. Would not be the manager of the Yankees. No way. When you have guys, still old school guys that do the eye test and not this analytics crap, Dusty Baker, Buck Showalter, look what they're doing with the Astros and the Mets. Look what they're doing with them. That's insane. We have Aaron Boone as a yes man. They're already going to the playoffs. The whole thing is, how are you managing the playoffs? How do you manage these players? Look how Buck Showalter with the Mets has held the fort, withstood the Braves' run, still keep a 3-game lead. No DeGrom, no Scherzer for, I think he missed about 7 weeks, Scherzer. Taijuan Walker picks up the slack. Carrasco, Bassett pitched pretty well in the beginning of the season, was kind of iffy middle, but still in all, they're still in first place. When they had Mickey Callaway and Rojas, they would have blown that lead, and they'd be 7 or 8 games out of first and probably 4 out of the wild card. They got real manager. Aaron Boone, to me, is not that guy. How do you exhaust the entire bullpen against the Royals? They lost on Sunday, blew a lead. I mean, they were losing 4-0, came back, blew the lead. The bullpen was exhausted against the freaking Royals. And he was just moving guys, you know, every inning, just bringing somebody else in. It's crazy. I got it. All right, Yankees did nothing. Oh, yeah, come on, man. Thurman, Munson, yeah. And there would have been no 10-year span. We had 2 or 3 World Series. We had the right players in here. It would have been a whole different talk show, man, with George as the boss. His son is like Wellington Mara's son running the Giants, John Mara. It's a whole different organization than when their fathers ran it, right? Wellington Mara for the Giants. And I'm a Jets fan. I'm a Jets fan all the way. I don't mind the Giants. I don't mind them. I mean, growing up, half of you now love Lawrence Taylor. But the Wellington Mara ran that Giants team. George Steiner ran the Yankees. Their sons, it's a whole different joke. At least the Yankees are in first place. They can't get to the World Series. Why? We go over this a lot every day in here, a lot. Even the Tampa Bay Rays have made the World Series. I'll tell you why. It's all home runs or nothing with the Yankees. It's the same reason for the shift. Nobody bunts anymore. Can you imagine doing a shift in the 80s or the 70s, the 90s even? Imagine doing a shift. They didn't do a shift then. Why? Because they played small ball. They moved runners around the bases. They bunted. They did those things. Half these guys don't even bunt. They can't. But you ever see some of these guys bunts? These bunts are like fly outs to the catcher. Or they're like a hard ground out to third, to third base or first base, whichever way they're trying to bunt away from. And it ends up going the other way anyway. Nobody knows how to play small ball anymore. That's why the shift has been working. They didn't have to worry about baseball getting rid of the shift. You just if everybody was dropping bunts and just taking a free base, then I mean that would have taken away the shift on its own. Would have taken it away on its own. So it's crazy, man. But here we go. Taillon's back out. I never feel comfortable when he's pitching. I just don't. There's a funny thing they just showed before the game because I was watching the Juan Soto stuff and Jacob deGrom coming back, and they showed the Jets for a minute. There's more bets. There's more bets on the Jets to have a winning season with Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's actually, there's people betting real money that he's going to finish better than Mahomes, Brady, and Rodgers. It's true. I just saw it before the game came on. It's disbelief. They should talk to real Jet fans that no, you don't bet for the Jets or against them. If you bet against them, they're going to win the game you never expect them to win. Remember when they were 0-13 that year? It was tank for Trevor Lawrence. 0-13, and they beat the Rams. That was their first win, was against the Rams. Absolutely insane. Lou, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
We are chilling. We're talking about everything, man. Everything. Man. We're talking about. Actually, we were just talking about how Zach Wilson has more bets on him to have a better season, real bets, than Brady, Rodgers, and Mahomes. And that's no joke. That was just on ESPN.
Well, no joke. Can you hear me loud and clear?
We can hear you, man. We can hear you.
All right, I'm using a different headset today, so.
That's okay. I can hear you just fine. I told you were going to come in with your DeGrom stuff. Huh?
I had to walk home, so I'm a little winded.
I didn't know what was going on. You got a whole Yankee room in here. That's what we have on right now.
Oh, man, you guys did well.
I know, man. I told him my man's coming in. He's going to be watching his Jacob deGrom. There's so much going on today, man. So much going on.
Oh, my Lord.
So I said it's going to be kind of funny split screen because I said Lou's coming on. He's going to be watching his Mets. We're watching the Yankees. It's freaking funny, man. The whole room is Yankees, man. But we're happy. We were just saying the pitching staff of the Mets they have a way better pitching staff than the Yankees do, even with the trades.
That's why a lot of people don't understand why the Mets didn't do so much trading. We're getting the best baseball, arguably the best baseball pitcher the last 3 years back. That's like making a trade. You're getting a free agent. That's the way I look at it. We're getting McGill back. We're getting forgot this other guy's name is not coming to. It'll come to me later. We're getting him back. We're getting McCann back. We got the Rhino that we just picked up the other day. He's awesome.
Weren't they still trying to trade for a DH? He's a DH anyway. Yeah, I thought they were trying to trade for JD Martinez, which would have been
Martinez. Yeah, but they wanted too much from what they're saying. Me personally, I would have gave up. I heard they offered up the farm for Soto, but like I told everybody, he's either going to San Francisco or the Padres, and I was half right. Why would you want to trade him to the Mets? And the Mets supposedly offered them top 10 or top 15 of their prospects when San Diego offered them a 22 or 18 and some pitcher,
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just the Vogelbach thing to me was like, I mean, Dom and JD. I mean, the guy can hit, but Dom and JD.
So now that I got to see him for at least 20 something at bats, let me give you my opinion.
Oh no, another one.
What's going on your side?
Tyon sucks. He sucks. Come on.
And guys, we don't get any sponsorship from any of these guys, so this is just me drinking one of my favorite beers.
Tyon sucks.
But one day, hopefully, we will get some sponsorships, right, John?
Well,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Be, water, because that's all I drink.
You know how they say, Lou would do something strange for some change. Lou would do something strange for some change.
The Saints picked up Chris Herndon. Oh gosh, that's not good. He was no. Yeah, but he didn't do anything on the Vikings either there, Lockport. I don't know about that pickup. Chris Herndon didn't do that well on the Vikings either. I don't know. That's a weird one. What's up, Daniel? Hey, Frank, man, stop. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Frank. I appreciate it. For all that just stopped in, don't forget, that's Frank at the Sports Cave Memorabilia Store in Deptford, New Jersey. Great guy.
Check him out.
Runs the store. Go check him out. Tell him Johnny Basement sent you down.
But back to the Rhino real quick, just, in the couple of at-bats that I've seen him, because that's going to be his nickname, is the Rhino. He walks. His eye-hand coordination is awesome. He has a compact swing. He doesn't strike out. He makes contact, but the man walks.
Yeah. In the old days, the Mets' luck would be that they get rid of him at the end of the year. That other prospect they gave up becomes a superstar.
Well, look at Rosario that we traded for Lindor in Cleveland. He's raking.
You got it, Frank. You're welcome. Yeah, I know he's raking. Oh, and by the way, the funny thing we were all talking about here, Joey Gallo and his 151 average for the whole year he's on the Yankees. They gave him to the Dodgers, but the Dodgers gave him, you know what they gave back? They're like, hey, take this double-A guy. He's 0-3 with a 6 ERA. The Yankees like, whatever, we'll take him.
We'll take anybody. Just take him. Take him,
out of here. We don't care if he's double-A 0-3 and a 6 ERA. Bring him. Just get this demon out of here. We got to exercise this demon. We'll take anybody.
Well, like we always say, not everybody's made for New York, brother. Oh,
they took anybody to get Gallo out of here. And Montgomery's gone too, you know. You know that?
Yeah. Well, they picked up a lot of great players. But
Beta's a good outfielder, but now like the outfield room's crowded now.
I'll say this, and this is not a knock on the Yankees, I promise. This is just my observation and my observation only. I think they were scared. Yes, they did start off on a massive win, just crushing everybody. But a good team don't make that many trades. You will trade one or two players. You'll get one or two players because those are little holes that you have to patch up. These guys look like they patch up the whole boat.
Yeah, the Yankees are like, I've been saying it all along. How are you the New York Yankees in the back? Forget about the regular season. Everybody knows they're going to crush it and make the playoffs. But the back end, you can't have guys like Tyon's 10-2, and he's just so shaky. He gets saved by the lineup. That's the thing. These pitchers get saved by the batting order. You're going to go into playoffs. Look at the Astros, what they got. The Astros got players, man.
San Diego's lineup is murderer's row.
By the way, San Diego, speaking about giving up nothing, they gave up 5 prospects. Luke Voigt. They got Josh Bell too. He's at 301.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
301.
They gave away, I think, a 22 ranked prospect, a number 18, and a relief pitcher. From what I heard, and I could be wrong, just listening to the Mad Dog and a couple of other places. Other stations. I always reference them because they get paid the big bucks. So that's their job.
Right.
My job is to listen and report what we think is good. So I always give credit to where I hear things. But from what I heard, the Mets offered up the house for Soto, and they were just like, we don't want to face this man 18 times for the next 10 years.
That's what it is, trading their own division, man. It would have been tough. It'd be like if the Yankees offered a ton for Rafael Devers, they're not going to give him to the Yankees. No way.
But okay, remember the Nationals, they're trying to sell the Nationals, so they're trying to make the team better. How can you tell me that our offer to them wasn't better or made their team better for the next 5 years compared to the, not saying garbage, I don't want to say garbage, but these under top 10, top 15 prospects? We offered them 5 of our top prospects, 5.
They just don't want to see him all the time. Think about the 3 years ago. 3 years ago, the Nationals had Scherzer, Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Anthony Rendon, and Soto.
And Scherzer. You said Scherzer?
Scherzer. Yeah, he was on there 3 years ago. Yeah, Max Scherzer, Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Rendon. They were all on the Nationals along with Soto just 3 years ago. Look at them now. What are they against the NL East? Like 9-38 or something against the NL East?
But it's like, why they cut their nose to spite their face? That was they got robbed. That was a highway robbery.
They got nothing. And they gave up Josh Bell. I didn't even know Bell went there too. He's hitting 301. That's
and no, don't forget that they end up unloading Homer to the Boston. Whatever his name is. The first baseman.
Hosmer. Eric Hosmer.
Homer. I said Homer. I'm sorry. Once again, you're in the basement.
Right. Hosmer, yeah, we're in the basement. It's all right, Kevin Nash.
And that was a big contract. I mean, he did veto the trade to the Nationals. So he went to Boston. So they had to do a separate trade for that. Yep. But that was highway robbery, dude.
It was, man. It was highway robbery. They just gave him away for nothing, man.
How many?
That's what I'm worried.
I'm sorry. No, you go ahead.
I'm just saying that's what I was worried the Knicks are going to do to get Donovan Mitchell. Everything they want.
And they said no. They were smart. That was the smartest thing I've seen them do in 10 years.
They wanted Barrett and Mitchell Robinson and Quickly and 4 draft picks. Like, what are you kidding?
Barrett is the future, and I'm not even that. When they drafted him, I told my friend Doughboy because I'm not a Knicks fan. He's a big Knicks fan. I said this kid is coming from Duke. Everybody that comes out from Duke, not only are they talented, but their IQ is through the roof. And what has he been doing? 2 years or 3 years? Boom, 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 getting better and better. He drops 40 every now and then.
I know. He does every now and then, man. Here's another waste of space this year. Josh Donaldson. He's been great in the field, but his bat, he's getting $25 million a year this year and next. He's hitting 218. He's got 9 home runs.
I wonder what was Bell's contract. How many years he had left on his contract? Because that's big.
I could be wrong because I looked at the trade, a lot of different trades today, and I think Bell is. I think they'll have him till the end of the year. Like Gallo's only there for the rest of the year too.
Man, they got robbed. That's because another thing they were saying. I heard this one on the 660, the Fan in New York. That a lot of teams don't want to trade with Uncle Steve.
You're the new Yankees, dude.
Yeah.
You're the new Yankees.
No. Let me say one thing about the Yankees, man. One thing.
I'm saying there's teams that didn't want to trade with Steinbrenner way back when. It's the same concept.
They got everybody. When Jason Giambi was a free agent, they got him. You know,
free agent, but I'm talking about trades.
No. Paul O'Neill got traded, right? So did Martinez.
Yeah, Paul O'Neill for Roberto Kelly. That was that trade, yeah.
Okay, so they did trade. It's just I think people just hate Uncle Steve.
Paul O'Neill was a solid player, but not a Hall of Famer. And
well,
a lot of these guys they traded for were tradable guys. Paul O'Neill for Roberto Kelly.
I'm not a Yankee fan once again, guys, but
I
respected Paul O'Neill to the fullest. That man came to play every single day,
sure he did.
Even with back problems, ankle problems, wrist problems, because he had bad wrist for a while. He gave you 150%, and when it was clutch time, he hit.
Oh, damn it! Benintendi just hit up. I thought he was safe.
For me, you don't have to be a Hall of Famer to be a Hall of Famer. You know,
right?
I know it's as crazy as it sounds. Because there's a lot of, we've always said it's a popularity contest. You know, there are a lot of players that are getting snubbed that should be there and they're not. You know, but Paul O'Neill, that he was a monster out there in Yankee Stadium.
And
he was a lefty. Was he a lefty?
Yeah, and Roberto Kelly was a solid Yankee when they traded him. So people were wondering why, but then. Those are the catalysts from players when they say, Yankees bought their teams. Like, none of these guys they got were Hall of Famers. They were solid.
Yeah, but they were just above average. Yep. Made contact.
Yep.
Went out to the field. Yeah,
And a lot of them are homegrown. Bernie, Jorge Posada, Jeter, these are all homegrown guys, man. I mean, Chuck Knobloch's not a Hall of Famer. Scott Brocious, Mariano Duncan, these guys aren't Hall of Famers. Charlie Hayes.
And you know the reason why they had those players, and maybe the people that don't know, is my boy from Australia out here today?
Mikhailov stopped in early. He might stop in later. Remember, I think it's
right.
only, I'm starting to get good with their time. I think he goes to work. He'll probably be here in a couple hours, man.
Yeah.
I think it's only 5 in the morning there.
Yeah, I was going to say so, but
I'm getting kind of good. He always tries to tell me the time, and I try to match up what we got going on here. So he probably usually I'm like the 7th or 8th inning.
And this is the reason why I get annoyed with Yankee fans. I'm going to probably tell you some things that some of you guys that are Yankee fans might not have noticed or known. Steinbrenner got blackballed from baseball. He couldn't touch the team.
Of course he did, from Dave Winfield.
Yep, he couldn't touch the team for like almost 7 or 10 years. He couldn't touch the team.
A little less than that, but yes, because of that ridiculousness he did to Dave Winfield. He was a stand-up guy, man.
Okay, so when he got blackballed, I know he told his GM and everybody and all his minions, sit on your hands, don't trade nobody, don't do nothing. And remember, in the early 80s or mid 80s, the Yankees were holding up the division for a while. But them not making big trades, we talked about it. We got Posada, you got Jeter, you got Bernie. Mariano came out from that farm system. Andy Pettit too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Andy Pettit too. You're right. You're right on all of that.
So they built it up and they made a run, buddy. They made a run. They made a what's the word I'm looking for? A dynasty run, because that's what they were, a dynasty. Coming from a Met fan.
Yep. The Yankees are showing now. They got Benintendi, Montes, Trevino, Efros, and Harrison Bader, who's a decent outfielder from the Cardinals. But somebody even said it today. Why would the Yankees give up Montgomery when Severino's just now been moved to the 60-day IL? Did you know that? They moved him
that I did not know.
Yeah, they just moved him 60-day IL. Big surprise. I'm like, you're relying on a guy who pitched well when he came back, but he's been injured the last 2 years. And they're relying on it. Like they're waiting on, it's like feel like they're waiting on Zach Britton to come back now too. But they did make moves for the bullpen. They made good moves. I mean, Montes is a great pitcher. Oakland, again, you need if you play good on Oakland, they're just going to get rid of you. Montes is a solid pitcher.
Dude, we got Bassett and Sterling Marte. I'm going to tell you a story. I told you I'm going to tell you a story about Sterling Marte because he's become my favorite player in baseball. But we'll get to that later. Yeah,
the A's, Montes, since the beginning of May has a 2.9 ERA since the beginning of May. So if you're a good player there, they're just going to get rid of you. So if you want to play hard.
We got Cespedes from them that 1 year. Remember, he was on a monster tear. We ended up getting hit for peanuts.
Right, and Marte was on Oakland just a couple years ago before he went to the Marlins. Right? I mean, they got rid of him too. There's nobody on the A's.
It's crazy, man. It's like they're like rental players.
The biggest star on the A's was when Curry threw out the first pitch the other day. That was the biggest star for them.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah, he laughed about it too. Steph Curry's pitch, he laughed about it. But I'm saying when he was on the mound, that was the biggest star on wearing an Oakland jersey. You don't even play for the team. That was
great. So funny. That is too funny. Did you hear Syndergaard got traded to Philly?
Yes, I was going to bring that up. Syndergaard's on Philly too. Yep, that's right.
Wow. Now he can't run from us.
No, he's on Philly now. Philly, you're right though. You always say you're worried about Philly. They're right there, man. They're just kind of right under the radar.
They're. I mean, I think they're like 9 games back or. But remember, we've had monstrous and collapse that we've witnessed the last maybe 10 years or so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You still got to worry about Atlanta. Atlanta got better.
But that's what we were saying before. The managers, man. The managers. Come on, Tyon. This guy is just killing us, man. It's the 3rd inning. He's almost at 50 pitches now. They just stole second. Come on. This is what I mean, man. Tyon's record is not what it's showing on every time he goes out to the mound. And there's Montgomery gone. 21 starts. He was 3-3 with his 3.6 ERA, and he just got smacked around by the Royals. He got smacked around. which is more understandable. Okay, you got smacked around by the Mets. That's the top 4 team in the league. The Royals just won their 40th game, and he couldn't even beat them. Couldn't even beat them.
But the biggest news in baseball is my boy.
Oh, DeGrom, I already mentioned that to them. All the big news today, DeGrom being back, and how this has really normally been a Yankee pitching order. You got DeGrom, Scherzer, Bassett, Walker, and Carrasco, who is a solid number 5 pitcher.
He just finished 3 innings, faced the minimum, and got 5 strikeouts.
I believe it. It's funny that he was going hard against the minor.
He hit 102.
It's funny he's going hard against the minor leaguers when it's like, dude, slow down. That's why he re-injured himself a little bit. It's like you just warm up. It's a warm up. Don't matter if they hit you.
Yeah.
It's not going to keep you in the minor leagues, man.
I think this is his next inning is his last inning. I don't know how many pitches he has, but he
wasn't going to pitch long tonight. He's just.
Oh no.
No, he wasn't going to pitch long.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not. Don't even. I don't want to hear you tweak. I don't want to hear soreness. Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing.
Pitch a few innings and be done. See you later.
And
you know what? Tyone's pitching a few innings and he's completely healthy and he's getting knocked around, so he'll be done too. He's already at 51 pitches in the 3rd inning and there's nobody out, man on second, and this is what I'm talking about.
I got a question for you, John.
For the Yankees sucks, man. I don't care. People are like, oh, he's 10-2. So what? This is what we watch.
10-2 against who? It's 10-2 against who? It's like
and the Yankees batting order saves them a lot. They have to bail them out of a lot of games, man.
It's like boxers. Some of these boxers will be 24-0, but they're paper champs. Who have they fought? They were probably cradled all the way up to 24 wins, and then they fight someone that's decent, and down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
You sound like Mickey talking to Rocky before he fought Clubber Lang. All the title defenses, he's like, yeah, knocking it tomorrow, Rock. These aren't these other fighters you fought.
He's hungry. You're not hungry. You haven't been hungry since Rocky 2.
Yeah. That's right. That's what that just sounded like when you were saying that, man. It's like, I'll knock it tomorrow, Rock. Yeah, that was that kind of thing. But, it's Tyon just, and they're ready to go out with the bullpen. And these are the teams you're going to be facing. The Mariners are the dark horse team in the American League, man. No one can sleep on the Mariners. And they got Luis Castillo, man. The Yankees are trying to get him too. But Rodriguez is out for like 10 days now. He got hit by a pitcher. I think he'll be all right.
So we picked up a first baseman. I think it was from San Francisco, was it?
I think so. Yeah, you guys didn't do too much at the trade deadline here.
Yeah, but if you notice, that's what we're trying to get to. Everybody that we got is just a little bit better than everybody else. The Rhino
sucks. Sorry, man.
The Rhino, that's okay. The Rhino hits lefties. The dude that we picked up, I think, I don't know if it was from Pittsburgh or San Francisco. I think it's one of the two. Even if he's 34, 35 years old, kills lefties, which they, JD didn't really do much this year.
Still, man, you'd take him over the Rhino in a heartbeat. JD Martinez is a great hitter, man. Yeah.
Oh no, you talk JD Davis? No, he hit a bomb.
I was thinking about. I thought you were picking up Vogelbach over JD Martinez as a choice.
Hell no!
I was gonna say, put whatever you have it down, man. Are you kidding me?
No, this is only my first one, guys. It's only my first one. No, JD.
I was gonna say, man, you need to have what I'm having, which is straight water, as I always have. If you thought I took you as saying Vogelbach was a better pickup,
I got my water here too. Don't worry. I got my water here.
Come out. Let's go. Oh, come on, man. Donaldson overthrew first. These guys look horrendous today. Come on, man. Yankees look terrible. Freaking 3-0 Seattle. Tyon looks like he can't even throw a strike to save his life. And Josh Donaldson just whipped the ball over DJ's head, man. And he had all day to throw. What is that? What is going on out there? It went way over his head. Donaldson's not even hitting. I mean, I know he's been all right at third base. I just didn't understand the pickup. He's 36 years old. He's getting $25 million this year and next year. So even if they get rid of him, they still got to pay him.
They still got to pay him, yeah. Well,
what a waste.
Atlanta got rid of.
Hey, Rick. Rick, you finally. This is my co-host I've been talking about all weekend. Lou talks. He's a Met fan, so he's excited about DeGrom being out there, but he's on a Yankee with us. And Rick was here with me. through the whole stressful Royals, which should have been a great pick-me-up weekend after losing 2 to the Mets. Should have been a great pick-me-up, and we had to bail our pitchers out. We've stressed the whole weekend watching the
But
Royals.
you won 2 out of 3, right? 2 out of 3 you won against them?
3 out of 4, but trust me, it was,
4.
yeah, but no. It
I
was no
understand, but
easy
you
3 out of
still-
4. Believe me, only one game was a beatdown. The rest of them were a 1-0 snooze fest where all of us in the chat room talked about everything just short of volleyball. That's how boring that game was. That game was that, you know, those games, man, it was an eternity
I
of
know.
just eye-tearing boredom. And then the next day, we had to come back from being down, and thanks to Garrett Cole not being able to hold a 3-0 lead with 2 outs. 5 runs, and then Grooves with 2 men on. He grooves a fastball to Salvador Perez, the only hitter you don't want to face on the Royals, and he puts it in the parking lot.
He gave him a lollipop.
Man. And then the Yankees bailed him out. Rick said, "What's up, Lou?" Rick is
Tell him I said, what's up?
Yep. Lou said, "What's up?" He doesn't see the chat. I do. He's watching. He's fascinated with DeGrom right now.
Oh yeah.
But
That's the biggest story in
that's what he
baseball
said.
right now,
Rick
brother.
said it too. 3 out of 4 was very misleading. Very misleading.
Well, we had a good
We
weekend.
exhausted the bullpen on Sunday against the Royals. We exhausted the entire bullpen. The entire bullpen.
Against the Royals, that's not good. But like I said, why do you think they made so many pickups?
Right. Well,
I think they were
we've been
scared.
crying this the whole weekend about how the Yankees. That's why Montgomery's out of here. He got pounded by the Royals, man, and he's been shaky anyway. And now Tyon has been absolutely ridiculous. Anybody new in the room? I'm Johnny Bass. It's Lou Talks. This channel is for fans. It's for everybody. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Keep the stream going strong. We're here. We talk about, no matter what game we're watching, we talk about all the news going on in sports. So you bring questions, bring your comments. Guys that are here normally already know. They already know what goes on here. So
We'll make you laugh. We'll make you laugh. We'll make you cry. We'll make you cringe. You know, I'm still saying Kevin Nash. Instead of Steve Nash, that was bad.
Calling Steve Nash Kevin Nash, we do that. Apparently, Kevin Nash went from the NWO to head coach in the Nets.
The Nets. Oh man! And look, you get live feed. I was in Miami this weekend, and I told John I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling. I'm gonna have a couple of beers, but I'll get on real quick. And I got on, and as soon as I got on, Lindor hit that monster home run.
Oh, they
awesome
should be beating them. They should be beating the Nationals right now anyway, right? What's the score?
Yeah. Zip on the top of the 4th.
You just said Lindor hit a home run. How's it 0-0?
No. Come on, John. Listen, I said I was in Miami when I got on.
Oh, in Miami. Okay. I'm watching the Yankees implode here on the screen, man. So I'm like, Lindor hit a home run at 0-0. What's he talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm the one drinking water. And I'm drinking water.
I got a commercial break on my end, but I wanted to tell you guys that Sterling Marte.
We haven't gone to commercial yet because it's a merry-go-round on the bases. It's 4-0 Seattle. Man on first. Tyon has 62 pitches in the 3rd inning. Yeah, we're ready for the playoffs. We're ready for the playoffs.
So, like I said,
finally, we're out of the inning.
Sterling Marte is my new favorite player. That man came out, and when I tell you he interacted with the fans, every time he came out, he had 6 balls in his back pocket, throwing it to the kids. Say what's up to us every time we said what's up. Man, stand-up dude. That's how baseball players should be. Not these stuck-up. The worst person I've ever met in my life was Bobby Abreu. Bobby
Abreu was solid for the Yankees. He was a good pickup for the Yankees.
No.
He was Phillies forever.
Great player, great line drive, always batted over 300 or 290. You know, you pencil him in for that. But some of my, I have a really good friend. What is his name? Oh, I can't think of it right now. What is his name? Gerard. My friend Gerard, his best friend was a player. I'm not going to mention any names, but was a player for Anaheim. So we used to get tickets, and every time they came against Tampa, everybody would leave. We would go down to the bottom to the basement because that was the family was at. All the players would come out, say what's up, and think about it. The only people down in the basement were family members. We said hello to him, and he walked right by us.
Really?
I
Said nothing.
Not kidding you. Ask Stanley. He just walked right by us. And once again, the people in the hallway are family members. That's the only way you can get down there.
Right. It wasn't like you were in some restaurant setting or something. Yeah,
Or
you were like actually
outside waiting for the bus. No, we were out. We were in front of their locker room waiting for them. That's how close my friend Gerard is with one of the players. And Guerrero, Torrey Hunter, all these guys came, shook our hands. We even got autographed balls from them. And he walked right by us, Johnny.
unreal. Severino's on the IL. Miguel Castro, the former Met, that is on he's on the 60-day IL now too.
Oh,
he was pitching pretty well for us too. I know you guys gave up Miguel Castro for Jolie Rodriguez. That guy gets smacked around a lot. He's not somebody you rely. He's the guy you put in when it's 13-0. Jolie Rodriguez. That's what you got for Castro.
Yeah, garbage.
Yeah, garbage for you guys. Castro was pitching well for us, man. He's out. There you go, IKF. Come on.
He has a lot of movement on his pitching. I don't know why we gave him up. I don't know.
No, he was good. He was good for the Orioles. He was solid for the Orioles, man.
He has his slider.
It's nasty.
It goes from 3 to 9, or 3 to like 8.
What's up,
for people that don't know about that, that's a clock. You look. The pitch goes from 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's how nasty it moved.
Yeah, the Godini, man. This is Lou Talks, the guy we've been talking about all weekend. He was in Miami hanging out, man, at the Mets games and partying and stuff while we were here in the basement.
I showed up a couple of times.
Yeah, he did. He showed up during SummerSlam. And oh yeah, he said Godini's sitting here talking about, yeah, I know about the Montgomery move. I'm with you there. He's talking about DeGrom is nasty today. Nasty.
Oh, he is.
Don't get here. Lou's watching the Mets while we're doing this, but we're in the basement, man. So I've been streaming with Yankee fans all weekend.
Baby. 2 games at once.
Yep. Well, hey, I've been streaming with Yankee fans all weekend, so they're here. They're expecting it. So they're on. And we were doing Monday Night Raw last night. It was fun, man.
I could imagine.
Yo, and September 3rd, Clash at the Castle, Labor Day weekend that I keep telling you about. It's going to be a watch party craziness in this house this weekend. That weekend, it's going to be awesome on here. Clash at the Castle Wrestling. You need to be here. And I'm telling these guys, I'm doing this live. I'm doing that live with the house full. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be crazy in here, and we're going to do it live. It's going to be fun. Saturday night, September 3rd. Everybody be present for the watch party for Clash at the Castle. This behind me is going to be crazy.
Oh, he just gave up a run. The Nats just took the lead.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's what. Damn it, double play, man. These Yankees are. Come on, man. Every time they get somebody on, they do nothing.
It's all right, Jacob. Just relax. This is your first game back. Relax.
Yeah, Godini said they just gave up. He said he's switching between games. Yeah, he's
good heads up. The guy stole second. The guy hit a double to the in between right field and center. Placed it perfectly. It was a pitch that was up. He left it up. It was didn't break, and he tagged it.
Well, our batters are tagging balls into double plays. That's all we're doing is double plays and giving up runs. We'll probably exhaust the bullpen again today.
You want to hear something funny, John?
Insane.
What is the biggest knock every time DeGrom pitches?
The biggest knock? What, that he gets hurt?
No, that he never gets run support.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about something about his pitching style. DJ double. I thought you were talking about his pitching style. He never gets the run support ever. The worst pitcher on your staff will get 14 runs, right? He gets none. DeGrom's the type that'll go out there, strike out 17 guys, give up 1 home run, and lose 1-0. You know what I mean?
But our offense has been scoring 5 to 6 runs every game for the last couple of games.
I know. And now they're doing nothing against the Nationals.
Nothing.
Well, I don't feel sorry for you because we just went through this with the Royals, man. Couldn't get nothing done. Zero. Even though we had to fight from behind in every game. So Judge is up. Come on, get that 2-run bomb. He's killing it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that man now because he's gone next year.
Can't be gone. And he's
gone
hitting
next
299. It's like he has 43 home runs and hitting 220.
John, mark my words. He's gone next year.
No, he's not gone. Don't bring that bad mojo.
Don't bring that juju to you.
Listen, people get me talking about the Jets, and that's what makes everything go south in here.
I'm gonna tell you why he's gone.
You can't bring the Jets into a Yankee. These are first place problems. Don't bring the Jets into this.
I'm gonna tell you why he's gone.
He's not gone.
They didn't offer him $8 extra million. That's why the Yankees are still here. 2, they started going balls to the walls trying to get Soto, right? So if they sign Soto, knowing they're gonna give him an extension of $500 million or better, you think they're gonna turn around and give this guy $300 million? No.
Yes. I see your point. I see your point, but if they give him up, why would they give him up?
Who? Remember, he's a restricted free agent next year.
I'm just saying, they're going to keep him on, man. Like this year, he hasn't even been injured. But I thought if they would give him up, if they didn't, my biggest telltale sign that they're going to not sign him again is if they slow him down when he's getting closer to Roger Maris's Yankee record of 61 homers. They start slowing him down, that means he's not going to be re-signed. That's the way I look at it, because they're not going to want a guy that's not going to be Yankee anymore beating the Yankee Legends record.
So, John, right? You were a truck driver. So you are a company man. You took every load that nobody wanted to take. You're producing. You are doing great.
I did LA and Oakland, man.
So now it's come time to, merit time to give you a bonus. They're like, hey, not yet. Let's wait. And now you got this new truck driver that's younger than you, is doing more than you, and you're like, hey. So now the new truck driver leaves. You're not going to be upset that they were looking at this new shiny toy and wasn't giving you the money? Be honest.
Well, yeah, of course everybody is, but he's not going to leave over that. Even Darryl Strawberry just talked to him about what a humongous mistake it was for him leaving the Mets. He told Judge, leaving here, leaving the pressure, the hype of the city, the fans, you have the city on lockdown as a player.
He's not leaving New York, though.
It doesn't matter. Well, you're right. He could go to the Mets. I'll tell you what. He goes to the Mets. They're going to have people wanting Cashman's head for that, man. Are you kidding me?
That's going to be Judge's biggest look.
Yeah, they don't want to pitch. Yeah, that's right, Godini. They don't want to pitch. They don't want to pitch
John,
to him.
Look at this, John. This is Judge's biggest to the Yankees. I'm going to New York. Man. I'm going to the Mets.
That would be insane if they let him go to the Mets.
That's a possibility.
It is a possibility. I know it's a possibility. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. I know it is. Here's my other man, Anthony Rizzo, another great.
Do you remember? Guy. This is a shout out to my sister. She reminded me. Do you remember when A-Rod was leaving?
Oh, come on. Who's getting picked off? Are you kidding me? Got caught in a rundown. Oh, is he going to get home? He's out. Right? Is he out? He's out. Come on, man. You got caught.
You're like a roller coaster ride right now, Johnny. But real quick, remember when A-Rod wanted to go?
He got picked off about a freaking tried to go to third. He tried to go to first. They just look like Little League right now. Everybody's stuck in between bases. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, go ahead, man.
When A-Rod was leaving and was gonna go to Boston, if I'm not mistaken, the players union told him no because the Yankees were offering him that $232 million deal, that $230 million deal. Remember that? He was the first player to get 200.
Yeah,
plus.
I know Boston was really taking a long look at him. Yeah,
he wanted to go to Boston, but the players union told him, "Yo, you can't go to Boston because you're leaving money on the table. How is that going to look for every other free agent that's coming behind you?"
All factors in.
They kind of made him push. So now here comes on Judge. If let's just say that Yankees offer, because they're going to have to offer him at least $325 to keep him. What about the Mets saying we'll give you? Yeah, what about if they say we'll give you $350?
They have it. The Yankees don't want to compete for them. That I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they do anyway when they don't go after guys like Correa or Scherzer or any of these players that they used to go after in the past. IKF, it's like I'm not even knocking this kid. He's playing his ass off, taking opportunity with the Yankees, playing great shortstop. He's getting the hits. He hustles on every play, taking great opportunity. But it's not Correa. I mean, it's not these guys he normally would have gotten. It's a different Yankee team. Lou's football team is the Giants. He's not a Jet fan. He is a Giant.
I'm a G-man.
The only team that Lou and I agree on is the New York Rangers. That's it. He's not a Knicks fan. He's not a Jets. He's not a Yankee. But we agree on the New York Rangers, so we got that. We got that.
The good thing about me and John is that no matter what team we root for, we can come and agree or agree to disagree. We're not like these obnoxious fans that you can throw stats, statistics, and they don't care. But you know,
how many times I say we just, like I said, everybody here, we're on the chat. Yeah, Rick, that was terrible, Rick. And yeah, Gardini, they don't want to pitch to Judge anymore. These pitches, Lou, they're so obvious balls. They don't even want to pitch to them with runners on base.
Remember, I went to Miami, so we had a 3.5-hour ride. So on the way there, my friend Doughboy would say, hey, throughout 103 games, he has the same amount of home runs as I think it was Barry Bonds at the time. And he goes, do you think he's going to break the record? I said, no. And he goes, why? I said, they're not going to pitch to him.
Yeah, they're not pitching to him now. This last at bat, if you saw it, once he gets to a couple of balls, 2 balls, 2-0 or 3-1, they ain't gonna groove anything down. They're pitching away from him, off the plate. And you know what's funny is it's like, all right, well, we'll deal with Anthony Rizzo after that, who has 26. So Anthony Rizzo's no slouch coming in behind Judge. They're just not gonna.
No, he's not. He's not.
Anthony Rizzo is a great hitter.
But who you want to pitch to? Pick your poison, Yeah,
pick your poison. They did it the other day, and Rizzo hit a bomb, man. I mean, pick your poison with that. But how about Soto, Tatis, Machado, and now Bell in there? Oh my!
People forget Tatis Jr. is there.
He's going to be back next week. Soto, Tatis, and Machado is a reality. That's
murderer's row right there.
And then you got Josh Bell somewhere in there too. Who's another dude? The Padres are how many games out right now? 9 or 10?
I feel like 9 or 10.
Not anymore.
They can pick up quick, brother. That could be. But LA's not losing neither. So
no,
you got to see how many games they got head to head left.
And now LA's got Gallo. So watch. I can't even say
watch
that
them. That was the missing piece, John. That was the missing piece.
That was the missing piece. They all talk about Soto. What about Gallo going to the Dodgers, man? Why would they take him? I don't even know. I don't get that, man. That is hilarious. Oh, Tyon struck out, so he has 5 strikeouts.
I'll be right back. That's what happens when I drink beer.
Tyon somehow, guys, is 5 strikeouts. This guy is. I mean, Montgomery, I've said it all weekend, Montgomery or Tyon, these guys both. I mean, Tyon has the 10-2 record, but he just doesn't seem like a 10-win pitcher. He just doesn't. And he comes out today and gets shellacked right off the bat, giving up bombs. And now he's just all over the place. What is he up to now? He's got to be up to 60-something pitches. He's at 70 pitches. That was his 70th pitch in the 4th inning. So get the bullpen arms going. Here we go again. This is going to be a rough month for the Yankees because we got the Cardinals after this, and then the Mariners again, and then I believe the Red Sox, then the Blue Jays, and the Rays, or the Rays and then the Jays. Either way, this month is, and then the Mets. We have the Mets after that. We have the Mets after all that. This is the time the Yankees got to show what they can do, get their bullpen in order, find out what Chapman can do. I was just telling them, Blue, this is the month of August for the Yankees. You ready for this? Mariners right now, Cardinals, Mariners, Red Sox. I know they're not playing well, but it's just a rivalry game.
You throw out the record sometimes with them.
Right. So after the Red Sox, we got the Jays, then the Rays, then the Mets. That's August.
That's a brutal. Because the Mariners, they just stacked up. The Mariners stacked up too. People forget. I know. They got the pitcher from Cincinnati, is it?
Luis Castillo. This is what we're playing in August. This is like a make or break run, man. This is going to make or break the Yankees. Oh yeah, Rick, you didn't see that? Yeah, we traded away Montgomery for another outfielder, Heath Bader. Or Harrison Bader. He's okay, but Severino's now in the 60-day IL. So that another guy earlier, Lockport, brought that up, man. How are you going to trade away Montgomery when Severino just went on the IL? Like, well, I know we got Montes. He's a great, huh?
Toronto's playing well too.
Yeah, Toronto, man. Well, Toronto's always. They're the weirdest team to me. They're never in first. They're never in last. They're like predicted to win all the AL East this year, and they're right in the middle. Every year they're right in the middle.
Ever since they fired Charlie, they've been picking it up. So
I know. I'm just saying, just overall, they're never in first. They're never in last. They're just always right in the middle. Their batting order is scary, man. They got a great batting order.
Do you
Guerrero and Bichette and Springer and.
So you said they play the Mariners twice, you said, right? You said Boston, the Mets. You said, what was the other team?
It was Mariners now, Cardinals, Mariners, Red Sox.
Cardinals.
The Cardinals are this weekend. The Cardinals are this weekend.
There are no
We'll have
slouches.
big money. Yeah, I think we'll have big money Cole in that one. Until he wins playoff games for us, I'm just not sold on Cole, dude.
Johnny Basement was completely off on that. It's gonna be St. Louis. I promise you guys are gonna see.
Hey, they were one of the contenders. They were down at the end.
I thought you were running for governor of St. Louis.
Hey, were they not one of the remaining teams? They almost had.
I know. I'm just joking with you, brother.
I know. The Yankees and the Mets bailed out early. They made runs.
Well,
the Yankees actually made trade offers for Ohtani.
Yeah, so did we. So did we. We did too.
I don't even know if the Angels were thinking about moving him or not, but you'd have to offer a lot for. Hey, it's like we'll give you Gallo, we'll give you Montgomery, we'll give you Tyon, we'll give you. We'll take them all the bad players. We got to take them all.
But I tell you this, and this is where I don't understand some teams. Maybe it's because they just want to put fans in the seats, and he puts fans in the seats.
He does. He just fell in their lap. But the Angels do nothing. They do nothing every year.
They have
teams to do it.
They have arguably the two best players in baseball.
Of course, Ohtani and Mike Trout. Mike Trout's there for the rest of his career, pretty much.
Trout has not made the playoffs in his career. Look it up. That is mind blowing.
Now,
you get?
Go ahead.
Then you get you get this guy, and he's wow. Think about it. When was the last time you seen someone that pitched and bats the way he does? It's not like he's a good hitter and a subpar pitcher. No, the man goes out there, he throws. But
he has a great golf swing too. Yeah.
Yes, but you know what's funny about? He has an effortless swing. It's just
he does.
I'm not saying Ken Griffey that he's Ken Griffey, but he has a Ken Griffey swing.
Yeah, it's the same style. But Ken Griffey had the most smoothest, easygoing home runs. Like his bat was ridiculous, man. He
generates power from his waist. It's more of some guys.
Mike Trout, like how would Mike Trout be if he came to a big market city under pressure right away after playing it? Stanton said it's a definite culture shock when you play for a city that's, you just don't win and you hit great, you play great there. And there's no real media pressure. There's no real. Then you come here, and it's your third, your second week on the team, getting booed in the on deck circle.
Yeah, we've always said it. It's a different ballgame playing for teams that are in contention day in and day out. It's look at Lindor. Look. Oh my God! Look at what he's doing.
The Red Sox will be back next year. Where will they be back? In last place next year? The Orioles are ahead of them right now, aren't they? The Orioles ahead of the Red Sox right now. I think they have 20 games or 20-something games that their starter has not won the game. Yeah, Rick, it's something like that.
Something like that. It's over 20 games. I know that for sure.
Oh, yeah, Rick, the pitching stuff is not the best idea. I see that now, man. It's not the best idea. Because really, you got Montes now, but you got rid of Montgomery and Severino's on the 60th. So it's almost like you have another starter missing now. And you're going to rely on Herman. Herman has 3 starts. His ERA is over 7. I know he just came back, but he's 3 starts. His ERA is over 7. 7. These are the New York Yankees. Here comes big money Cole against Luis Castillo tomorrow. Cole against Castillo tomorrow.
Who they playing today? The Mariners?
Yeah.
Oh, in Yankee Stadium?
Yep. They beat him yesterday 6-2, a 7-2.
Well,
And
I always say this. I always give the first game to the home team when a West Coast team flies out and plays them, because let me tell you, they have the worst traveling experience ever.
of
No
course.
matter where they go is 8 hours compared to St. Louis. Keith Fernandez was talking about this yesterday, that when he played for St. Louis, no matter where he went in the country, it was 1 or 2 hours. That's it, because they're in the middle of the country, compared to the Mariners, the Marlins, even, someone they're in the corners.
Picture being the Vancouver Canucks traveling all the way to Miami, play the Florida Panthers. Oh my gosh, man. They're up in north of Seattle in Canada. What a trip. Yeah, but the Yankees right now, they're 4-0. Aaron Boone looks bored. It's ridiculous, man. Matt Carpenter again. Every time this guy comes up, I'm just amazed by what he's done for the Yankees this year. Justin, what's going on, man? What's happening, brother? We're back here. The Yankees are getting destroyed 4-0. Jameson Taillon can't find the plate. And when he does find the plate, balls go into the parking lot. So I don't know if it's better when he's walking them or when he's getting them over the plate. Same stuff, Justin. First place problems, man. You're a Buffalo Bills fan. Same thing. You guys should. It's all or nothing this year for the Bills. It's all or nothing for the Yankees. Lou here has the nice gift of being a Met fan, because if they go far, make the World Series or the NLCS, if they lose, it's a great story. If the Yankees don't win the whole thing with this team, it is a disaster. It's a disaster. If they don't win now with this team, you're never going to win. They are dominating this year, and I'm still worried about the playoffs.
Why you think they made so many deals? I promise you, they're scared
They
too.
had to. They were smart moves to make. You attacked the pitching, which you knew was terrible. You needed pitching.
5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, 6 strikeouts.
No. Did you hear this?
What?
Another regular hit. Justin, did you see that the Dolphins got their first-round pick taken away for tampering? I didn't know that.
Yes, against Tom Brady. Yes, sir. Yep.
Did they really? I didn't see that. No. Wow, Justin. Wow.
And what sucks about it is that they remember, they got rid of the coach. They fired the coach. The coach said it. He's like, hey, they were telling me to throw games, right? And he said, nope. That's why they fired him. He wasn't a yes man. Pittsburgh picked him up. So now comes the commissioner.
Yeah. Yep.
They did their due diligence. Why would they take a pick away from them? A number 1 pick too. And
I just said I don't know anything about it.
Oh my God, this guy's a monster. He's killing it this year. Lindor, another home run to tie the game.
Nice.
He's been on fire, guys. He's been on fire.
Lindor is on a ridiculous pace himself, man. He should have made the All-Star game. Lindor should have been in the All-Star game.
Number 19 this year. But real quick,
Lockport said they lost a first and a third round pick. First and a third? Wow, that's huge.
They didn't blame the owner. They came up with this BS, reason why they took it away.
Stephen Ross,
and he has the audacity. This is what's even worse. The audacity to have a statement saying, "Oh, you see, we were exonerated." Blah 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 blah. No, you wasn't exonerated. They caught you. They just didn't want to make it seem that owner was making tampering. Then your boy, their old coach, came back and said, "See what was going on? I was right," and everybody thought I was just being.
Everybody knew he was right, man, because Flores is a stand-up guy, man. But everybody knew it, and to take a guy that I think it could be off by a game or two, but last I knew the Dolphins were 1-7, and then finished. And then they finished 9-7. No, they didn't go on that much of a streak. I think they were 1-7, then they finished, or 1-6, and they finished season like 7-2. They finished 9-7, but they.
They made they had a winning record.
Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs. Justin, I don't know what you hit there, Justin. Your name popped up. There's nothing next to it. Anyway, if you're new here, I'm Johnny Basement. That's Lou Talks. He's my co-host. He's on here with us occasionally. He's popping in, watching his Mets and watching the Yankees. This channel is for fans. This is a fan channel. We aren't auditioning for anything. We're not pros. We're just super fans that watch everything from wrestling Monday and Friday nights. That's always going to be on here. baseball during the week, football talk, and even if we're watching wrestling or another game, we talk about all the sports and everything going on, anything you guys want to talk about. So subscribe, bell notice, and hit the like button. Keep this stream going, and right on back to Josh Donaldson here, will probably going to strike out or hit into a double play, so we can still be down 4-0.
Yeah, we need to talk about some fantasy picks too for fantasy football too, Johnny.
They went on like a 6-game losing streak. That's what it was. They went on a 6-game losing streak and then like a 16 winning streak. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, he rode the ship. You know, they went down and he rode the ship.
See, the Jets don't do that. Jets go on 6-game losing streak and then they go on a 1-game winning streak and then go back to a 6-game losing streak. That's what I'm used to seeing.
But I don't think 2 was the answer for them.
Yo, I don't know what happened between Tyreek and Mahomes for him. Good. Wow, Donaldson made me eat my words. Let's go. He's going home from first. Benintendi scored from first on a double down the freaking third base line. Good. Donaldson made me eat my words. Thank you. Yeah, Tyreek said that too. His boy throws better passes than Mahomes. Come on,
I don't know what
man.
He's smoking.
Come on. I don't know of anybody in the league that throws better passes than Mahomes, man. Come on. That's to me, you know what that is? That's a disgruntled employee, former employee, whatever it is. Because how you gonna rip Mahomes? Mahomes said, as far as I know, I don't even think he responded to that.
No, why would he?
Why would you?
Oh, what a play.
Why would you? Why would you respond to that? So
he's not that kind of player. And that's why I respect him. He's not that kind of player.
So Benintendi's up. Let's go, Yankees. Come on.
He got 2 Super Bowl wins, right?
Who?
Mahomes?
1. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's won.
Okay.
1.
And that man can throw left, underhand, right, lefty. He throws, passes that you
Well, Tua can't do it with Tyreek Hill being your wide receiver, man. You know, he hasn't been horrible, but he hasn't been great.
I think he's too small. That's just my opinion.
You know what's funny is Alabama's always like the #1 school for all the people to want to draft out of it. What do they get? Like 4 or 5 good play, like real solid players. It's weird. Like what great quarterback has ever come out?
They always have great defensive players, offensive linemen, defensive.
Oh, I'm just talking about quarterback. Yeah, no, I know that. I'm just talking about quarterbacks. Like, yeah.
But quarterbacks?
Joe Namath, that's the one the Jets hang their hat on. But what great Alabama quarterbacks come out? People like, oh, Mac Jones gonna be next. Come on, don't get me started on that.
That dude is, yeah.
Tyreek Hill wanted to move to Miami because of
their quarterbacks are product of their system.
You nailed it, Justin. Yeah, he said the real reason is Tyreek Hill wanted to move to Miami. His family's there, and he got a huge payday. Well, that
big payday.
That's better than living in Missouri. So yeah, you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, but sometimes when you move back home or you move to these big cities that party, you tend to go downhill.
Right. The only people that get out. Right.
Julio Jones to the Bucks.
I know we were talking about that. He's going to be, Tom. People like, Tom Brady had definitely approval on that, man. I know he's older, but Trevino! This guy's doing it. He just freaking put him within 1 run. Trevino, it's been incredible, like out of nowhere for the Yankees. All-Star game this year. He just hit a 2-run bomb. He started the weekend with 7 home runs. He's hit 3 home runs over the week, 8 and 9 yesterday. He hit 8 and 9 yesterday and 10 today. He has 3 home runs in 2 games. Watch out, Aaron.
Nice.
Trevino's got 10. He's right on your tail. He's like such a funny guy, man. In the All-Star game, did you hear him when he was mic'd up?
Oh, he's hilarious.
They tried to pick him off at first, and he said, I forget who was the first baby. Yo, man, I got family here. What are you guys trying to do?
I got family here. What are you doing?
Are you trying to make me look bad? I loved it. That's what he said. I got family, yo. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's hotter right now than Lindor, brother. Lindor's on a tear.
Yeah, Rick. That's what's up, Rick. Trevino, 8 and 9 yesterday, 10 today. He's going after Judge.
Also, who's hot for us too is a McNeil. He has three hit games. I think like back to back to back or something like that.
We spoke about Jeff McNeil, man. Oh, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he's not good, man. The Eagles have problems. Jalen Hurts.
He's better than Tua. Tua has a better team than he does.
That's true. It's true. It's
Way
like when
better.
they're talking about Baker Mayfield. Well, he should start over Sam Darnold because he took the Browns to the playoffs. I'm like, what did Sam Darnold work with at the Jets?
Did you see
For his
what
life.
Cleveland had? Did people forget that Cleveland was the favorite to make it
That's
to the
what
Super Bowl?
I was watching Skip and Shannon this morning. That's what Shannon was telling Skip. Like, okay, let's compare the Jets when Darnold was on there to what. Let's find anywhere where he had anything close to what Baker worked with.
If he was the answer, why did they get Deshaun Watson? If he was the answer.
And took a chance knowing he's going to get suspended.
Oh, talking about the suspension, that is peanuts that he got.
Well,
Peanuts.
I looked into it because it's not detrimental against the NFL. That's the thing they're using. He did things away from the NFL. These are things that had a lot of proof to him. I don't know the whole story, but that's why they said he only got 6 games, and other guys that failed drug tests get longer, or bet like Ridley, because it's directly affecting the NFL. They said this doesn't, but to me, it affects your image. But they said it's not enough. If there's not enough evidence, and there's not enough evidence.
Look at what happened to Ray Rice.
Well, there was evidence there, but he only got 2 games,
no.
right? 2 games. Oh, the kicker from the Giants. Come on, man. And they knew about it. The Giants knew about it.
The running back from Cleveland, I think it's Hurt. What's his name? The one that kicked
Kareem Hunt.
Hunt.
Yeah. These guys act like there's no videos around, like cameras around. Or there's just so many, man. But they said Deshaun Watson, there wasn't enough evidence getting suspended 6 games, and I don't know, man.
26 women, 26. I mean, some of them jumped on for the money train, but 26.
Yep, Lockport, who's been an awesome regular on here too. He said he agrees with you, man. 66 masseuses complaints in 17 months. Okay, maybe there's a few bandwagoners in there, but some of it's got to be true, man. A lot of it's got to be true, There might be some people hopping on for money. I'm sure there is, but you just don't pick somebody out of the hat and just make up something,
And none of them knew each other, and they all said the same story.
Right. I mean, like, what do you just pick a player and we're just gonna make up something on this player? Come on. Yeah, it was Kareem Hunt, Justin, not Nick Chubb. It was Kareem Hunt, and he was on the Chiefs
in the hotel.
Yeah, he was on the Chiefs,
and they kicked him out right away.
Right. Yeah, Justin, you're right, and I got it. Froge, our boy Froge. He said I can't. He's not on here, but Justin's saying, you can't believe Miami drafted Tua over Herbert. I said I get on Froge about that all the time. Drafted Tua over Herbert. He's like, what he comes back to me with? He's like, well, you're a Jet fan. You guys drafted O'Brien instead of Marino. I'm like, okay, but you got Marino. What'd you win with him? Nothing. You didn't even win something with him. If the Jets had gotten one appearance. So you want to make fun of my team for not taking him? You actually got him. What'd you do with him? Nothing. 0. If Marino went to that Jet team, we would have had at least a couple Super Bowls because we had running backs, receivers, and a monster defense.
That one year they had Ricky Waters. Was it Ricky Waters that had it? It was Ricky Waters. They had a squad. They didn't do anything with Ricky Waters.
For the Eagles?
No, Miami.
Oh, Miami. Yeah, Ricky Williams.
You're
saying Ricky Waters. Hey, you had the first name right.
2 people, mixing 2 people. I should have just said Bobby Boucher.
They're both running backs, and they both started with Ricky, so we'll give you 75% credit.
I should have just said Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher. Yeah, Marino is – listen, please. Come on. Dan Marino, the ring thing is ridiculous, man. I mean, there's so many great quarterbacks. I saw a documentary on Marino, and they're talking to Troy Aikman. They're like, who would you take if you're starting a team? Who would you start with your quarterback? He said, Dan Marino. He goes, if everybody's the same age, Dan Marino. And they said, and the guy saying it to him was like, well, he doesn't have – Troy's like, forget the rings. You're talking about the most prolific quarterback of all time. The guy, I mean, the snap throws, the precision. He made his wide receivers, who were only average at best, look like superstars. Dan Marino, because he has no rings, but Trent Dilfer has a ring. Who you taking? Trent Dilfer has a ring, and Dan Marino doesn't. Who
you
are
take
you
Flacco
taking?
over them?
Right. Come on.
You know who gets a bad rap too? I mean, but he did have some good teams. Is the hell is his name? Tony Romo.
Tony Romo made like the most unbelievable. Like he's one of the greatest regular season quarterbacks like ever.
Statistically, he was
Seriously,
awesome.
statistically,
Yeah.
And to think that Mark Sanchez has been to the championship game twice and he never even made one. Mark Sanchez has more playoff wins than Romo and Dak combined. How is that possible? Romo had some great team. I don't know what. And listen to him announce. He knows the plays before they even happen. Romo knows the plays before. How can he
amazing?
I never understood what happened with him. It's amazing.
Amazing analyst. Amazing. Analyst.
He's 100% amazing. I'm not a Cowboy fan. I'm not a Cowboy hater. You being a Giant fan, I know you hate them. I'm more of a Patriot. You know, Bills fans and Jet fans unite because we've lived in the basement forever. Bills fans, it's respect, man. You're fans of teams that just did nothing forever. Now the Bills finally have a team, and the Jets look like we may get more than 4 wins this year. So it's going to be interesting, man. If you're new in the room, hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Keep it moving. We're all fans talking to fans. Tyone's still out here, 89 pitches. Probably because they don't want to waste the bullpen again. It's 4-3. It's 4-3. There's a man on first, 1 out. I don't see anybody warming up yet unless I missed it.
I'm going to get crucified for this statement, John. But you know who got a bad rap too? Tim Tebow. Think about it. When he played, what did he do?
He did. He
was a winner.
But I mean, I wouldn't throw him in the same. I mean, we're kind of stepping down a notch when we're talking about Dan Marino.
No. We're just saying people that got bad raps. You know what I'm saying?
He got a bad rap. I don't think he got a big. Yeah, I mean, he got a bad rap.
Arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks in college history.
Won the college history, no doubt. College history, Tebow was the guy, man.
Who traded? He got traded. Was it to Denver?
No, he got drafted by Denver. Denver, like 24th or 25th in the draft, and then he went to that horror show with the Jets.
What's this? The quarterback gets hurt in the playoffs against Pittsburgh. What did he do?
No, he threw the game-winning 80-yard bomb.
Then he goes to the Jets, and that's when his career just went.
Yeah, Daniel, we're talking about the Bills, man. They have to win it this year. The Bills have to win it. Oh, I know. Justin, you are 100% correct. The Patriot fans cannot – they're delusional. They don't understand that their team is not elite anymore. Honestly, and I never talk crap as a Jet fan. I don't make predictions at all. But honestly, the Jets really – if Zach plays right, the Patriots will be in last place. And people can't handle that. They really believe that Mac Jones is going to be the next Tom Brady. They are delusional. He's going to be a good game manager. They don't even have Josh McDaniels anymore. No Josh McDaniels. It's a huge loss. They don't know who's going to run the offense yet. They haven't named their coordinators yet, but it ain't Josh McDaniels. They can't.
And Miami got better.
No way. Okay, hold on. All right, good. Woo. You know them hits when they first hit him and it looks like it's going to be gone and it's not? That's what that was. Yeah, Mac. Dude, they're all over Mac Jones. When you think about, let me do a quick breakdown of Mac Jones being compared to Tom Brady. All right, this is my quick breakdown. When Mac Jones and the Patriots were in first place after that 3-pass game, against the Buffalo Bills was very telling. They didn't want Mac throwing the ball. They ran the ball. They did everything to avoid him in a big game. What happened after that? They got first place. Name me a time that Tom Brady was in first place, then went 1-4 down the stretch, and then got his doors blown off in the first round of the playoffs, and only beat one team down that stretch, which was the Jaguars. So that whole thing is a joke. He's never done that. You know what else he never did in his career? Hardly until the end. He was never even in the first round. He always got a bye week. Mac Jones on that 7-game winning streak, it was all against doormats. So the and it sucks to put all that on him, but the fans are like, oh, it's next Tom Brady. But then when he starts losing all these big games, then they want you to say, well, he's just a rookie. No, you don't get it both ways. It doesn't work like that. And also to say that Mac Jones did better than all the other rookie quarterbacks that came out. Okay, let's look at that. He went to the Patriots, the best coach staff with McDaniels. Wilson, Fields, and Lawrence went to the Jets, Bears, and Jaguars. Of course, Mac Jones did better than them. Those three guys went to the three biggest doormats in the NFL. What would Mac have done if he went to the Jets? He would have looked like crap. The New York media would have killed him. And just like they did with Darnold and Zach Wilson. So that is a ridiculous statement. Is the kid going to be good? He's going to be good. He's going to be a decent game manager. But to say it's Tom Brady is ridiculous, man. It's delusional. And that's what I have on that. No, did she really, Lockport? She got fined? Did she really get fined for attacking the ref? She went off. Went off. She did get robbed, though, dude. Liv was tapping. She was stretching her arm out, man. Liv was tapping out, and she didn't even have Ronda Rousey in a pin. She was just on her shoulders holding back an arm bar on her, man. She wasn't even, that was crazy. She was tapping, but she attacked the ref. Ronda went nuts. That was insane, Lockport. That's a good, I did not know that, man. I have to look that up. I didn't even know the Dolphins got lost the first and third round pick for tampering today. I was following so much baseball, the trades, and the Yankees, which, by the way, the greatest Yankee joke, think about how badly the Yankees wanted to get rid of Joey Gallo. Think about how badly they took a double-A pitcher, double-A, from the Dodgers. Dude is 0-3 with a 5.75 ERA, just a damn near 6 ERA, and they're like, sold. Just get Gallo out of here, sold. We'll take the pitcher that can't pitch effectively in double-A. Just bring him. Just get Gallo out of here. That was really hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Who got injured? Hold on, Taillon's trying to get out of this, man. He's got 97 pitches. It's 2 outs, man on. Taillon is just, and he walked him. Come on, here comes Aaron Boone finally. Come on. Here comes Aaron Boone finally to take this guy out of here, man. This is a joke. I mean, it was off the plate there. It was off the plate. Could have been called a strike, I guess, but how about throwing a real strike? That just unbelievable. Yep, Taillon is out, man. Finally, now we go to the bullpen. Taillon's out. We're waiting on the pitching change right now. Welcome to the basement. If you're brand new here, I'm Johnny Basement. My co-host Lou Talks is on here as well. We talk about everything on here. This channel is for the fans. We are just diehard fans, speaking to you guys, diehard fans. So no matter what game we're watching, we're talking about everything going on. Okay, so right now, hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, the like button, and keep it moving. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, and I'm more than halfway there. We're more than halfway there. Using basement mentality, which means emerging from the depths. Everything you do starts in the basement. Everything. All you can do is emerge from the depths with a basement mentality. And that's what Joey Gallo needs, a basement mentality. Thank you for your 151 average for the 1 year that you were here. We appreciate it. Now get out of here. What's up, Gunnar? What's going on? Oh, yeah, he fell off really fast, Rick. Really fast, brother. Gunnar, currently. Because he has more interceptions. Wow, that's it? That's his argument? Just because he has more picks? Who cares? How is he in man coverage? That's ridiculous. You know, if he's just hanging on to that argument, just let it go. Just sometimes you just got to let it go. If that's all he has, just let it go, man. It's like It's like the people that came along and said Richard Sherman was better than Darrelle Revis. What are you kidding me? Darrelle Revis always manned up the best receiver on the other team. He always covered the best number 1 receiver on the other team. Richard Sherman played in his zone defense. He never straight up covered the other receiver. Richard Sherman can never be compared to Darrelle Revis. Darrelle Revis was man straight up and was always against the number 1 receiver of the other team for the entire game. Sherman never did that. So if that guy's just hanging on to him having more interceptions, it's not a Sherman Revis thing. It's just what he was talking about. He said he's arguing with a Cowgirls fan that claiming that Trayvon Diggs is better than Jalen Ramsey just because he has more picks. What, are you kidding? That's just a dumb argument, man. And he said that's all he's hanging on. Just Cowboy fans are different, man. Just let it go. Just move.
What was the year? Was it 2009?
They act like their team has done anything. They can't even get to the championship game since Troy Aikman was the quarterback. They haven't even been to the championship game. The Jets have been to 2. And they'll tell me, well, how many rings? It doesn't matter. I mean, your team has done nothing since Troy Aikman left. 0.
Jennifer Lopez has more rings than them.
He said Jennifer Lopez has more rings than the Cowboys.
Do you know when they watch their greatest highlights, they can put on a VHS?
That was funny.
You heard? When they watch the
Hey,
greatest
what's
highlights,
up? Rock said, "What's up, Lou? What's
going on,
happening,
brother?" You know what team we're not talking about? Denver.
Rock is laughing. I'll let you know later on when I call you. Anyway,
Denver. We're not talking about. No one's mentioned Denver yet.
Yep, Deion Sanders, Darrell Green, and Revis are the GOATs. I would order it, Justin. Deion, Darrell, then Darrell Green. But yes, you are right. They are the shutdown corners of the century. Shutdown corners of the century.
But like I was saying, nobody mentioned Denver yet. They just picked up Russell Wilson.
Rick loves your J-Lo thing. She has more rings than the Cowboys. That's freaking awesome. That was really good, Lou. That was a good one.
I try a little bit.
No, you scored on that one.
But the Mets just gave up back-to-back home runs. Now it's 4-1.
Oh, brother, Justin, man, you're making me go back to the Jets beating the Patriots in 2010. When Bart Scott said, "Can't wait," and then the Jets forget that they have more games to play and give the Steelers a 24 spot in the next week. By halftime, 24-0.
Me and John still reference that quote.
Can't wait. Yep. And what did the Jets do? That was the Jets Super Bowl. They beat Brady and the Patriots in New England with Rex Ryan.
He goes, they can't break themselves out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah.
Oh no, he goes, they couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Yeah. Then the Jets go out, and they almost came back in the second half, but I mean, it was like 24-0 Pittsburgh. It's like, guys, man, they were on that Patriot high way too long. I mean, I loved it too as a fan, but goodness gracious.
And then
Look
we got slapped.
We have to reach back. I have to reach back 12 years to find something positive.
They got slapped by Indy after that.
Oh,
right?
No! Come on, man. Come on. And that's off too. Now he's going to make, oh, wow, they got somebody out. They get somebody out after 2 runs scores. Liddy comes in, and it's a freaking, he just continues what Tyon was doing, man, just getting hit. This is crazy. Come on. That is ridiculous, man. Here we go, man. And like I said, most of our bullpen was exhausted by the Royals. Man, the Royals smacked us around on Sunday. Incredible. Yep. But yeah, that's right. Charles Woodson, too. Someone threw in here. Don't forget about Charles Woodson. Yep. Another great corner. That's right. Another great corner.
He was shut down for Baltimore.
Yep. No, Packers and Raiders.
Oh,
Charles
he went.
Woodson.
Didn't he go to? Wasn't he on the Raiders first?
He was on the Raiders and then went to the Packers. Yeah. Okay. And then if he went somewhere after that, I don't know. But I know that was.
What about the dude from? No, he was a safety. The guy from Baltimore.
Oh, Ed Reed. Yeah, he was a safety.
Ty Law was a safety too, right? Ty Law was a safety.
All-time safety. Who tore his ACL today? Oh, Tim Patrick, the receiver for the Broncos, just tore his ACL. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, 6-3 now, Rick. That's what we do. 6-3. I'm
You
telling
know
you,
who's
man,
out
this
too
month
for
of
the
August is
season?
going to be rough. This month of August is going to be rough. Montes now, the new pitcher we got from the A's. Hey, brother, you actually are coming here now, and you got to pitch in real games, man, like real pressure games. And we need you to do it immediately. And these guys, Trevino, who's a little shaky on opening the bullpen, don't be shaky here. We can't accept that right now. Can't accept shaky. Can't accept it. Is DeGrom out? He's got to be out, right?
Yeah, he's out. 6 innings. I think he did 6 innings, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts.
What score?
It's 4-1. They gave up back-to-back home runs as soon as they took him out.
Well, don't worry. The Yankees are. I'm just watching Santana run all the way around the bases before he got thrown out at third, trying to stretch a triple. But that's okay because 2 runs had already scored, so he did his job. What a joke. Liddick comes in and just gives up a gap shot that went right to the wall. That's when he comes in the bullpen. Thanks, man. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it.
The in the center for Tampa Bay is out for the season too.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, I don't want to hear any Jets out like Carl Lawson being gone last year. I don't want to hear any of that. The Ravens were, I think, devastated the most last year, man. Louis, up down 6-3, Russell Wilson and the top cornerbacks and the Giants, man. What are they going to do with Brian Dable? So I think they're going to be better this year, man.
With Daniel Dimes,
well, I
Jones?
don't care about hearing in the first week of training camp who's throwing well, who's not, dude. There's no pressure right now. It's like getting hyped on on watching them run full sprints before the draft with nobody chasing them. Bill Parcells used to say that. Well, great, the guy ran a 4.340. It goes, show me how many straight lines they get to run, in a real game. You know what I mean? If he gets a breakaway, how many straight lines did these guys get to run? Trevor Lawrence should not play. If I was one of these teams and had one of these quarterbacks that's supposed to be my generational quarterback, he's not playing that much in a preseason game, if at all. He shouldn't play in Thursday's game. He shouldn't play. I agree with that 100%. He should not play.
There's too many chances of them getting hurt. Yeah, exactly. How many big-time players get hurt in preseason that has nothing to do with it?
Right. It happens every year. There's a devastating injury, an ACL tear, whatever it is. Like I said, it happened to Carl Lawson last year. The guy was never hurt on the Bengals. Not seriously. He comes to the Jets, out for the year. C.J. Mosley, one of the best linebackers in the game. He's one of the top guys. And what does he do? Did DJ get? It's to the wall. DJ almost hit one out. So CJ comes to the Jets. He missed 2 games in 5 years with the Ravens. He comes to the Jets, plays in 2 games his first year with the Jets because he got hurt. Wow, Lockport, that's good though, man. I agree with that, man. Just don't play him. I'm not big into preseason football, only because the hypeness that football is back. You know what I mean? But watching the preseason games I've never got into preseason football. I just haven't. I just like the fact that the season's back. And Judge grounded out. So, Lou, talk about your Giants. You got this is brutal, Rick. This is brutal, man. These guys are talking about the best corners.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to put the split screen so I can watch the Yankees and the Mets.
Yep. Well, you gotta take the screen for like 2 minutes, man. So flip over to the Yankees for a minute and feel the pain of the subscribers here, man. These regulars in the chat, they're all great guys, man. It's awful.
I tell you, man, it's
I don't know who the Yankees are gonna bring out next. Probably Abreu. Abreu gets knocked around a lot. It's really crazy, man.
1 second here. What's this here?
Yanks look flat tonight. Yeah. They sure do, buddy. Tyon came out and let us know right off the bat,
He wasn't ready.
giving up home runs that, yeah, it's going to be a long day. It's just so funny. He's 10-2, and he doesn't give us the 10-win feel. There's no 10-win feel to Tyon with me. It's just no 10-win feel. He comes out, he looks like he's struggling, and then he gives up shots that, like, the minute the crack of the bat, you're like, oh, even the outfielders don't move. They just turn around and see where it's going to land. You know what I mean? Those kind of hits where you don't even bother moving. You know what I mean?
They just look up.
Yeah. The minute he hits it, it's just like, the pitcher's like already like, throw me the next ball. I'm going to turn around. It's a joke. Oh, here you go.
So
Lou.
the Mets have a little rally going on right now. They got the guy just bunted, got the man to second and third, no outs, down 4-1, top of the 7th.
Lou, here you go, because I need 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Justin has a question for you, so you can take it
Yes.
while I leave here for a second. Lou, what is your opinion on Brian Dable? Do you think he'll make a big difference? Or are you just happy that Garrett is gone and maybe he can help develop Daniel Jones? So basically, Brian Dable being there instead of Jason Garrett, who's going to be the better one for Daniel Jones? Take it away. I'll be right back.
I really don't care who's there. Danny Dimes is not the answer for us. He's fumble prone, too many interceptions, so indecisive. This is his last year. After this is either we're going to sign him or we're not. And I don't think he's worth anything of any kind of extension. He hasn't proven himself. I mean, let's just be real too. Barkley wasn't there most of the time because he blew his ACL, MCL, whatever else CL you have in your knee. So that would have took a lot of pressure away from him. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's the answer. I think they can go after Garoppolo from San Francisco will be a better fit. Even if he's just a game manager, he manages the game very well compared to this guy that, he'll go for 20 yards and next thing you know, the ball's on the ground. We did have a great draft, so did the Jets this year. So hopefully they're saying that they were 1-2 in the league. But besides that, I don't believe in him. It's kind of like golf. Golf, when he was with the Rams, he was just a manager of the game. When he needed to do or show improve in the Super Bowl, he didn't do nothing. So at the end of the day, I don't think Danny Dimes is our savior at all. I think we should go after Garoppolo. I think he's a better fit for New York. At least what we're trying to rebuild, if you want to call it a rebuilding stage. I mean, Denver, once again, just to be off subject, Denver got so good. Miami got so good. So many teams around us got so good. And we haven't made no big splashes, so. But they are putting some weapons around him. So hopefully this year he can show improve. If not, it's a done deal. But yeah, that's my answer to that one. Doesn't matter who we put. I don't think he's the answer.
Says Danny Dimes never had an offense or receivers. And he said, laces out, Dan, laces out.
No, and he's right. It's true. I mean, I think he has
Hey, our boys in here. Keep Marino out of your mouths. What is up, Fuzzy Bear Froge? What's up? He's in the room.
He was in Miami. Watching.
Yeah, I knew when we brought up Marino, he's listening. He probably was going to pop in and had to say something to keep Marino out of our mouths. Hey, we'll keep him out of our mouths like you all kept him out of winning the Super Bowl. That's right, brother. What's up, man? Wow, good to see you in here. Anybody else that's new in here? Hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Keep the stream moving. We're working toward 1,000 subs. We're more than halfway there. It's a channel for fans. I need a sign that just does that because I'm like a broken record. I need a sign just doing all that stuff. That's how you do, Lou. I started and you just hold the sign and start flipping the sign like the old school days with what I'm saying, man. Hey, the Yankees got out of the inning.
Like
Rizzo,
Ron Burgundy. Who
Carpenter,
put that
Donaldson coming
teleprompter?
up. What's that?
Like Ron Burgundy, who put that on the teleprompter? You read everything off the teleprompter.
That's right. That was good.
That was a classic movie.
How many wins? How many wins do the Giants need to keep Jones? That's a great question. I do love the fact that Dable, they did not extend him. He's unproven. Hey, you sure you can play?
That's what I just said.
Good. I know I didn't hear what you said. So good. See, we're on the same page.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think he's the answer for us. He's turnover prone. Yes, he had a lot of this and that, and Barkley not being there for him. But at the end of the day, you can't make bad decisions. That's on you. Throwing in double coverage, throwing balls out of bounds instead of running the ball, he stays in the pocket, gets sacked for 10 yards when it's first and 10.
Fumbles when he gets sacked
all the time.
Not Danny Dimes. He's Danny Loose. He's Danny Loose change.
I said we should go after Garoppolo.
Maybe they will.
Some game manager. We're supposed to be rebuilding stage. Someone that can just
You got the right people running the team now, though. It's kind of like what the Jets were a few years ago. They got to break the team down, build it up again, and work around. But the quarterback, you don't get any gifts here, man. Either you're going to do it or you're not. And Sam Darnold, again, was not drafted by Joe Douglas. So we kind of knew we were going to move him. Zach Wilson, if he doesn't do it now, this is the best opportunity for any Jets quarterback has ever had, the line, the receivers, the running back. If he can't do it with this, he's going to be done. And I guarantee you, if they're doing poorly by the end of September and he's doing bad, he may move him. They put too much effort into this team.
Yeah, think about it. I just told them that the Jets and the Giants had like the 1 and 2 best draft in the league. They've been raving about.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, he's got no excuses now, zero. So we'll see, man. I don't want to see Joe Flacco take over for the rest of the year either, but I'm just saying, I bet you he would do, you know what I mean? We always have some guy that's like Josh McCown and all them.
Yeah. Well, look at Kurt Warner.
Talk to the Dolphins about getting Teddy B to come in. Okay. The Dolphins, Froze, man, your team's got a lot to prove this year. Rizzo just freaking hit one again. Well, not again today, but I'm just saying that's his 27th home run. Yeah. 6-4. Again, the Yankees have to bail the pitching out, man. You got to bail them out. Rizzo. That's what I said. You pitch around Judge. You got this guy right behind him. I will say it 100 times. I'm happy we didn't get Freeman or Olsen. I'm glad we kept Rizzo. I am glad they kept him. And to think
they don't miss. I was going to say they don't miss. That's one thing about the Yankees. It's rare that they miss on a free agent or picking somebody up from the waivers or even on the trade. They usually give up nobody.
I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, Rizzo. I completely forgot what I was going to say. Forget it. Everybody forget it. It's gone. It's gone.
It's gone. Let's move on. Next segment.
Gone. It's gone. Too many waters. It's gone. It's completely
gone. Too many waters.
I can't even save it. It's gone. Rizzo again, brother. Yep. Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater. He said, Froge said bring in Teddy Bridgewater because he's better than Jimmy G would be or Danny Dimes, which isn't a bad call, really. Teddy Bridgewater is a good quarterback, man.
Who did he sign with?
He just left the Broncos. No, the Panthers he was on last. I don't know who he signed with. He might be a free agent. Maybe Froge, is he a free agent? Oh yeah, brother. Come on, man. You didn't really believe that, did you? I was mad at the Yankees the first half of the year, man. I was mad at them. Froge is way behind the news, man. He's way behind. I was mad at them, brother.
He's still mad at the.
I'm mad at the organization. I don't like the fact that Cashman and Randy Levine lied to us, man, and made us believe that they did nothing and they were doing stuff too.
He's players still mad about the NHL.
Huh?
He's still mad at the NHL.
Yeah. Oh, Teddy Bridgewater is with the Fins. I didn't even know that. I didn't know Teddy B signed with the Fins. I had no idea, Froge. No idea.
Either. I've been so focused on the Mets, I haven't really been all over the place.
That's right. Lockport just corrected you, bro. It's not a shirt, it's a jersey. Oh, Donaldson now. Donaldson knocked one out. I should talk crap about Donaldson all the time because he's proved me wrong twice. He didn't hit into a double play. He knocked a run in earlier, and now he just hit a 2-run homer to tie the game.
And Carrasco, you said you've been talking crap about him, and he's been killing it.
I talked crap about him once or twice. I didn't say he sucked. It's like, you'll never let me live that down. I never said he sucked.
Well, he's not letting you live that down.
Shaky at times. And Brady shut down the Marlins. Congratulations.
No, but I think Julio Jones going to Tampa is gonna he's gonna fix his drink the fountain of youth again.
Oh yeah, with Tom Brady, you think?
Because
tied up, guys, tied up. That's right, Rick Donaldson. I've been trashing Donaldson on the weekend and today. He's made me eat my words, and I love it. He made me eat my words. I love it. I love it. I love it.
They get rid of Soto, Bell, and everybody else, and look, they're beating the crap out of the Mets right now.
Oh,
another home run.
I will, Rick. I'll keep downing Donaldson because I did it over the weekend, and you know I did because you spent the entire weekend watching that horrendous show. I talked it then and I talked it today, and he's made me eat it twice, and I love it. I'll keep talking garbage, I promise. Yo, Frode said he was at the Marlins game last night, right after you.
I saw him. I saw his. Yep.
Oh, did you? Did you?
Yes.
Okay. Did you? That's
was
nice.
that his family? Was that his whole family there, or
was that you? Were you with your family, Frode? Anybody new in the room, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Keep the stream going. Tell your friends, bring them in. Help us get to 1,000 subs. That's what we're aiming for. That's the short-term goal. We emerge from the depths with a basement mentality. Yeah, it's crazy.
we'll get him
bombarded. Oh, okay, good.
See, that's what I understand. You know, we needed bullpen, and we didn't even go after anyone big, you know. That's my whole thing with the Mets this year.
Yeah, I was surprised the Mets didn't make any, like, real – I mean, their starting order is
No, their lineup is nice. I mean, we still need we could have got a big bat. Half these teams that got big players didn't offer much. You know, we're supposed to be the richest team in baseball, and we were shopping at Bell's.
Yeah, I don't understand shopping at Bell's.
Everybody's in Target, and we're at Bell's.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, man. No. Really? Really? Did she really? Yo, Lou, he said his grandmother got hit by a foul ball and had to be taken to the hospital. Really? Did she really, man? Come on. Wow, I hope is she okay?
Wow.
Is she okay, man? She really got hit by it? Wow. I tried to call this guy, he never answers his phone. So, wow, Froze, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Sorry to hear that, brother. Is she bad? I mean, is she out or is she actually in the hospital? That's awful, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, she was laughing about it. So she's okay. She's okay.
Okay, so she's okay. That's good.
Good news. Good news. Wow, man. That must have been freaky when it happened, though. All right. Good news, man. Good news. All right, let's go, Yankee. Let's go. Bottom of the sixth. We're tied up at 6. Now it's just going to be a bullpen bonanza right now. And what are the Mets doing? Bullpen bonanza.
The Mets are we're getting crushed right now.
By the Marlins, by the Nationals, almost the same thing.
They got rid of the whole team.
Hey, Froge, I don't hear you talking smack about your Marlins there, buddy. I don't hear much coming out of your mouth about the Marlins.
Yeah, usually I get an email from him or a text message or something about how the Marlins are going to be number 1.
No, I know. He does it every year. Froge at the beginning of the year texts me and tells me about their batting order and how great the Marlins going to be, and watch out this year. And then when worst comes to worst, he just tells me about how they beat the Yankees in 03. I mean, hey, we all got to reach for it. We do it too as Yankee fans. Hey, we all got to reach for something, and he gets me on that. I got nothing to say on that. He goes, yeah, what about 03? We had it then. Well, yeah, you had it then. What about now? But I mean, we have this, we have that. And you know what you don't have anymore, Froge? Starling Marte. He's on the Mets. So Lou should probably be very grateful to you about that.
And those pink uniforms are horrible.
I tell him that all the time. Those pink uniforms are disgusting. They're disgusting. If you're going to be bad, you might as well look bad, I guess.
I guess they're trying to be Miami Vice. But it's just not working.
Pitching. You got Don Johnson pitching. Look what an awful jersey that is. It's terrible. But when you're bad, you might as well look bad. I mean, I guess. I don't know. The Jets do the opposite. They get great looking uniforms just to distract us from how bad they are. It's the way it is. He said to F the Mets, but, he said it. Lou can't see the chat. He can't see it. I can see it. He can't see it. Unless he's not he doesn't have a.
I don't have my laptop.
No, he doesn't have his laptop with him right now, so he can't see the chat. But I'm sure he gets the point. You can email him about it or call him or whatever. I don't know. But we do know. What was it? Mets beat the Marlins when you were at that game, right?
Yeah, we swept them. We hit 19 hits the last game. Every Met got a hit. Most of them got 3 hits. It was just a bonanza there. It was bad.
Well, here's Trevino, our new Aaron Judge, because he's hit 8, 9, and 10 in the past 2 games. So watch out. He's up right now. Boy, if he hits a home run, if he's on this weird little streak, no way, did he? Oh, that went foul. He really jacked one out, man. It went foul. He was on like when Escobar was on that crazy streak of hitting a home run in like 3 straight games.
3 or 4 games, yeah, it was crazy.
Trevino's on that right now. And he just hit one that looked, it was gone. It was just foul.
See, we should be sweeping this team and we're losing. That's
you're losing bad. You sound like you're losing bad. You sound depressed over there. What's the score?
Well, no. It's 5-1. It's 5-1. Bottom of the 7th. I mean, bottom of the 7th. So we got 2 innings. It's just DeGrom was pitching.
6-6, bottom of the 6th.
He gets no run support.
No,
even after 391 days of not pitching.
Go, Trevino, go. This dude is on fire, man. Trevino is on fire. He just got a double, man. This guy is killing the ball. He is killing the ball right now. Oh, Benintendi, Angel Benintendi.
Trevor,
he's doing all right.
That was the relief pitcher we're getting back.
He's doing okay. The Yankees, it's really Tyon that was blowing the beginning of the game. All you missed was the Yankees came back. They were down 4-0. Came back, and then they were down 6-3, and then they tied it up. So Trevino's the man of the day. Trevino right now is the man of the day. And Anthony Rizzo is the other man of the day. Another bomb. So
what's that Atlanta score?
Huh?
What's that Atlanta score?
I don't know. It's 6-6 Yankees right now. Oh, 6-6 tied, bottom of 6. Atlanta? I don't know. Oh, that's a good question. That's right. You don't have your laptop.
Yeah, I don't have my laptop.
Who's Atlanta playing?
I have no idea.
There you go. That's the guy that's not worried about the Braves. They're beating the Phillies 8-1.
Give me 1 second, John.
8-1, and it is in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, come on. Benintendi came to the Yankees. He was hitting 320 when he got here. He's hitting like 311 now. He'll be all right, though. He'll be all right. He knows how to play in pressure situations. He'll be okay. He'll be all right. He's played for Boston, so he's played in big markets. He's played in the big pressure. I'm not worried about Benintendi. He's going to be just fine. Come on, IKF. Don't look at that. Don't look at that, brother. Come on. Come on. We need to get this run in. We need to just get it in, because then I guess they're probably going to bring out Chapman in the 7th inning. Would you think? Would you think they'd be bringing out Chapman? Yeah, they're up huge right now, Rick. So they're going to catch another game on Lou's Mets there. Oh, he reached for that. Just go. He's going to be safe. He's going to be safe. He's safe. He's safe. He's safe. He's safe. IKF hustles, man. I say it. You already know. You guys already know. I say it. I've been saying it all weekend. He's not Correa, but man, this guy, I wasn't sold when they got him. I was not sold on IKF. I love how this kid plays. I love how this kid plays, for sure. All right, we got 1st and 3rd now. It just went off the pitcher's hand, so we knew he's getting safe then. Yeah, the Braves are up big, buddy. They're up big. Maybe that's what Lou did. He went to go cry or something because his Mets are going to losing to the Nationals 5-1. They're going to lose. They're going to drop another game. So I guess the Braves would be within 2 games now of the Mets. No, he's probably getting some box of Kleenex or whatever he's doing. He was all hyped up about DeGrom pitching today, and they never give that guy run support. His team never gives DeGrom run support. It's been his problem since he's been on the Mets. If you ever watch DeGrom games, this guy will strike out everybody but lose 1-0. It's just weird. But anyway, who cares about that? We're watching the Yankees. Aaron Hicks, I said, come on, man. Come on. Come on. I really expected a lot more out of Hicks in his Yankees career. I really did. I mean, he's not been a terrible Yankee, but he hasn't. I always just expected more out of him, man. So, and I expect a lot out of him right now. Let's go. Maybe I'll use my Donaldson trick, Rick. Maybe I'll talk down on Hicks and he can make me eat my words too. Come on. I don't know who's warming up. I'm trying to see who's still warming up. They can't possibly let Licky come out again. They can't let him come out again. Yeah, Rick, I grew up in a Mets household. So my father was a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. When they moved to LA, he said the Mets came along and you just didn't go for the Yankees. That's who he was. When I grew up, I was a big Dave Winfield fan. That was my guy. So, and I don't even dislike the Mets. I don't dislike them. I mean, they really have nothing to do with the Yankees unless we meet in the World Series. Just like, I mean, that's just the way it is. I like the Mets. I go for them. I'll watch them if the Yankees aren't on. I'll watch a Met game. If DeGrom's pitching, I definitely want to watch it. That guy is magical, man. He's one of the greatest pitcher of this era. There's no doubt about it. Unlike our guy, Cole. Well, you inherited winner there, Rick. Winners, Yankees. This is great, man. I'm happy. I appreciate everybody that's here with me. Sat here all weekend with the Royals. We're live streaming these games now. It's been a blast, man. This has been a lot of fun. It's like we're all hanging out together. It's really cool. That's what happens here in the basement. In the basement, just fans talking to fans. That's all we are. We're just fans. That's it. Nothing special. But it's a lot of fun, right? Especially when you can watch a 4-game Royal series. Come on. Come on. Double play, you bum. What is that crap? Come on. All that for a double play? Bunch of clowns, man. Come on. Boy, Lou must be having a real cry fest over this. Look at the Brave game. The Mets are losing. He's probably got the eyes pouring, the snot running out of the nose, running through boxes of Kleenex. All over his Mets. He talked all day to me, texting me all day about DeGrom. and watch. We're going to watch that. I'm like, you can watch it. We're watching the Yankees with my Yankee stream here. You can come on and watch your game, and we'll just talk about everything else. We're not watching the Mets, not when the Yankees are on. And look at him now. Now he's crying a river of tears right now. Will he come back? That's the question of the day. Will the Yankees win, and will Lou come back? Let's see the condition he is when he's come back. We're going to get on him. We're going to get on him. All this crap all day about DeGrom, which he did pitch a good game, but the Mets are getting roughed up by the Nationals. Which we can't joke too much because we had a rough time with the Royals, but who cares? He's a Met fan in a Yankee stream, so we're going to get on him anyway. Like our man Fozzie Bear there is a Marlins fan talking crap. So, yeah, we're just waiting for him to come back. But anyway, the Yankees, I can't wait to see Montes pitch. That was a great pickup. And again, Joey Gallo being gone, the demon has been exorcised. You okay there, Lou? You all right?
Yeah, no, I was
you running through boxes of tissues, man. Your Braves winning,
no.
losing. Yeah, you sure? You good?
No, positive. I forgot that I'm able to do a split screen to watch the Yankees and the Mets game at the same time. Atlanta's winning 8-1.
Well, we know that. We just figured you were off singing the blues and crying and blowing your nose in your tank top there.
One thing I'll tell you this. I come to the conclusion that I am not going to let sports ruin my life. Because there are a lot of people out there. Man. Well, I've been a Mets.
My life been ruined since I was about 9 years old. With that. You can't even go ahead.
But yeah, there's too many people that, you know, they the whole day is ruined because their team loses. They don't do nothing for me. They don't pay my bills. They don't do this. They don't do that. Don't get me wrong. I get frustrated and I get upset, but I'm not going to let it ruin my day.
So is that what you just did after you just cried away? You told yourself all this to make yourself feel better, so all good now?
I actually went to the corner. I curled up in the fetal position, and yes, I cried for a little bit. But I'm back.
That's it. And then you come out and say, I'm never letting this team do this to me again. Never letting it happen. Get it? Not wasting my time. We know how it goes. Well, that's what I talk about all the time. Sports talk, trash talk, back and forth, fun. Like we have Froge on here. We're just making fun of his team and all that. It's all in fun. But these guys that go out and get like that Ranger fan that knocked out that Lightning fan, like, dude, now you go to jail. You got to pay lawyer fees and fines and get sued. No, come on. Come on. This bull. Why did they bring Linnig out again? I don't understand. This guy sucked. He just gave up big hits, cracks off the bat, and now a home run, man. What? This one, where are the analytics on that? Where are the analytics on that? What a
That's
joke.
Your boy Boone.
Yeah, Boone is what scares me in the playoffs. Everybody says, oh, look at his record. His record, what does he do in the playoffs? That's what it matters. I'd take Dusty Baker or Buck Showalter over him in 2 seconds.
Oh, of course.
2 seconds, man. That's a joke.
Madden.
Why is Liddick still come out? You know, it's funny because when guys are pitching well, they don't keep them in there. They bring someone else out. Who are they going to bring in after this? Abreu? That guy gets knocked around like this clown. Unreal. That's a joke. Come on, man. Come on. Benintendi right now is like, what am I, still on the Royals? What's going on?
Yeah, that was bad.
It's bad, man. He threw it right down the middle. Come on. I swear Benintendi's seen some stuff, man. It's like, oh, right, I'm off the Royals, man. Now he sees our bullpen and thinks he's still on that team. What a joke. Now we got to bail our pitchers out again. I get it was a nobody. Look, this guy hits a gap shot. This is a double. This is going to be an easy. Oh, no, he stopped. All right. Oh, come on, man. He overthrew. Oh, this is.
Was it 7-6?
I'm watching a Little League game right now. This is ridiculous, Lou. Now Boone's coming out. Who's the next guy up? Oh, Efros, our new guy, is up. Efros is up.
Let's see.
Let's see what he's got.
But I told you, Seattle's been on a roll. They've been on a roll.
I know. Well, the Yankees. I'm telling you, the bats save them all the time, but you can't keep relying on. Well, here we go with Efros. He was good for the Cubs. Now he's coming in a big situation for the Yankees right now. Big situation.
People forget that when you come to the playoffs, it's a different animal, man.
Sure it is, man. Of course it is, especially if you've never been there before.
Some people
Anybody
live
new
for
in
it,
the
some
room,
people
hit the
choke.
subscribe button, the bell notes, and the like button. Keep the stream going. Keep us rolling. We're gonna be here working toward 1,000 subs. Go back, me. Sorry, man. I gotta throw that
We
in.
ain't going nowhere.
I feel like I gotta throw in, like, like when people slip in, it's 85 degrees outside, nice wide open sky, moon, stars. Keep going. You gotta give the weather report every 20 seconds. What a joke this is, man. I just don't understand the analytics. You want to take a pitcher out every inning, then you leave the guy in who just gave up runs the last inning, and you leave him in for this inning? Oh, that's right, because we exhausted our bullpen against the Royals 2 days ago.
But it's like you said, if you're gonna go and live on analytics, and then when you're supposed to take the person out, they don't take them out. Why have it in the first place?
So he comes in, we're gonna have pitched to one guy, and then you got to set it up for the lefty specialist. Well, Efros, you're the next man up. You're a brand new Yankee, and he was a rookie with the Cubs, but he did really well with them. So let's see. Well, he's about to find out. Let's see what you got.
And this is a precious situation.
It's a precious situation, man. It's a precious situation. So we'll see what's up. He's next man up. I don't care what you did with the Cubs, man. It's time.
I mean nothing in New York.
It means nothing. It means nothing, Kenny Rogers. It means nothing. Oh, please. Well, we'll see. He's about to come out and start doing it right now, man. Are you watching this now? You're still hoping and praying the team comes back?
We're done.
All right, Efros has a 2.6 ERA in 47 games this year. That's actually inspirational. All right, let's see. Let's see what this kid's got. Maybe he'll be something, well, let me just shut up let me see what he does. Man on, 1 out. You're in Yankee Stadium now. You're in Yankee Stadium. Let's go. Your first game as a Yankee.
These are big games.
Yep, and he just threw a ball way off the plate. Hey, I'll take the 2.6 ERA out of the bullpen. Let's see what he's got, man.
Oh,
Someone's
no, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Someone's got to make up for Chad Green being gone. That is a monster loss, man. And Loizaga started to pitch better. He's got his ERA down to 6.5. He was good last year. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to him.
That's like Lugo's been pitching lights out the last couple of games. So that's giving us some confidence.
He better go into the playoffs. He better get back to his old form because he was getting shellacked a lot, which was weird. It's just weird how that happens. Come on, kid, let's go. Let's go. All right, that's a strike. Good pitch. He's nervous as hell, right?
Well, of course, it's pressure.
Big
Making
game
his
pressure.
debut.
You're brought in for this situation, and you're in Yankee Stadium right now. And if you bomb a couple times, like if he bombs today and tomorrow, they're gonna boo you already. They're gonna boo you. Dude, just don't let it happen. We are unforgiving here.
Yeah, I was gonna say Yankee fans are a different breed.
Hey, if Mariano Rivera can get booed, anybody can get booed. And remember that? Andy Pettit went off when he got booed.
No,
he went, and rightfully so.
Have it.
How do you boo Mariano Rivera?
Oh, lucky.
You must be a little ahead of me.
Yeah. Or behind.
I think behind, yeah. Because
hit it to the warning tracks.
Just now. When the minute you said I said a little behind, you said, well, that was close. Then he hit it. I'm like, oh, he must be
I'm actually ahead of you? I'm actually ahead of you?
You're ahead of me.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, usually you're like a day, you're like 5 innings behind me normally.
Like a week behind.
It's 6-6, and you're like, what do you mean? They're just throwing the opening pitch. Efros's
All right.
face was like, no way. If he had given up that 2-run bomb and they get yanked, you see his face like, please, please, no, please. No.
Did you see my face? What did you rewind to see my face? I was like,
I did. I saw you. That's why I was like, oh no. But then you said he got lucky, so it made me feel better. Efros's face was worse than yours. Yeah,
that dude must be like this
Rick,
right
man,
now.
we're all dying here. This kid, it's like it's your first game with the Yankees. You're brought in for the bullpen help, and you don't give up another one like that, please. Please.
Not for
Yeah, that
nothing.
look
He has
at
a
his
lot of
face was
movement.
like,
He has a lot of movement on his pitches. That's good.
his face was like, Lord, I never prayed before, but I'm doing it now. Don't let this happen now. Don't let this happen now. Don't let this happen now. My debut, I give up a 2-run bomb. On my third pitch.
His family is praying for him right now.
Oh, you know what? His mom's probably in the stands like this, or at home watching TV like this. I got family members saying he's playing for the Yankees. Those fans are gonna boo him. They're gonna boo him.
I'll tell you this: my sisters and brothers will boo me if I give up a home run and I'm pitching for the Yankees.
And you just came to the Yankees, your third pitch, you give up a 2-run bomb, and they take you out of the game. Yeah, you're gonna hear it, dude. You're gonna hear it because you would give it. You would give it. That's crazy.
I know my little sister. My little sister would definitely boo me.
Oh,
she's a diehard Yankee fan.
Come on, man! You should have had that. You should have had that. I know it was a tough play, but I think you should have had that. Come on. Come on.
See, unlike John, I won't mess it up for you guys. I kept my composure.
You also don't care about the Yankees, so it's easy. It's easy.
That is true.
You're actually, because you're sitting back happy that happened.
No, we're losing 5-0 on the other end.
I know you were so excited for today, and you're right. They don't give DeGrom runs. They just don't. They don't give it to him.
But hindsight, 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 earned run.
But he always pitches well, but they don't back him up, no matter who you're playing. Playing the Nationals, man. Yeah, it's weird. Then tomorrow they'll win tomorrow they'll win 14-1.
Like McNeil getting hit in the All-Star game.
Wouldn't have been any more telling to the season for the Mets. All right, Efros here has a 132 batting average. Left-handers have a 132 batting average, and what's 261 against them? Oh boy, he did almost give up a home run to that other lefty. And Carlos Santana is
that 314 or 318 down the line. That's always scary.
I know. That's why he stood there like, yeah, welcome to Yankee Stadium, man. This, it's a different animal over here.
Mm-hmm.
You could sneak a home run, dude. This kid, oh man, this kid, come on, get us out of this. He ain't coming out the next inning. They're not bringing him out the next inning. He just got to take a deep breath and relax. And there's a Braves fan in the room. He said, "What's up?"
Tell him I said hello. Tell him I said the Bravo beer is really good.
The Bravo beer.
That's probably the only thing I like about Atlanta.
Oh, the Bravo beer?
Yeah. It's a white can with an Indian in front of it, I think. I had it a couple of weeks ago. It's really good.
No, got me. I don't know anything about that.
Besides that, I can't stand Atlanta.
I would think not, man. It's your biggest rival. And the Phillies are still around that too, man.
My significant other is from Atlanta.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Dude, remember that part in Ace Ventura 2 when he walks into the place and all the animals are on the wall? And he has this big reaction. So when I went to her oldest son's house in Alabama for the first time, he's like, "Oh, I got a room for you. This is where you're gonna stay." It was his man cave. Yeah, I'm telling them. It was his man cave, and there was nothing but Atlanta. Oh,
You just got spoken to.
she's like, really? You're gonna tell them? Yeah, I'm gonna tell them.
Oh, that's great. Come on, is this guy going to throw a pitch
No,
today?
ain't nothing bad about them. He's an Atlanta fan.
Is this guy going to throw a pitch today? Let's go.
But dude, the whole entire wall was
Oh
Braves,
gosh, man.
Falcons and everything. Dude, when I walked in, I was just like,
oh. Go ahead, I'm listening. This kid is making me nervous, man. This kid is making me nervous. Giving him a slice. It was a slice shot right down the left. It's foul.
oh, I told him I can't sleep in this room. I'm gonna have bad dreams.
It was all Brave stuff.
Everything Atlanta. Even the room was colored red.
Come on, kid, let's go. Let's get this freaking guy out. Let's go. I'm nervous. Don't say anything. You already know. You already know. Yay! Flying out.
So
Good.
he goes, what's wrong? And I said, dude, you don't understand. This guy's been terrorizing me for 18 years. You know, I said, that guy right there is Brian Jordan. Brian Jordan kills the Mets.
Brian Jordan, Braves and the Falcons he played for.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yep.
I said, did you know what Chipper Jones named his son? He goes, no. And I said, that's how I know Atlanta. I said, he named his son Shea because he killed the Mets at Shea Stadium.
Did he really name this kid Shea?
Yeah, he named his son Shea.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
Named his son Shea. He batted over like 360 in Shea Stadium. It was horrible.
It's like Edgar Martinez against the Yankees in the playoffs in the mid-90s, man. He hit like 700 something, man. It was ridiculous. It's crazy. Let's go, Yankees. Come on. The Yankees have
Omar Vizquel used to kill the Yankees too. He couldn't really hit, but Omar Vizquel used to always Omar Vizquel.
Oh, Vizquel from the Indians, yeah. Yep, the Indians, yeah. Omar Vizquel killed the Yankees, man. Jay Buhner killed the Yankees.
Oh,
he used to strike out. Jay Buhner was like on a vengeance. He was like a
Seattle, right?
Yeah, but he was a Yankee, and all he did was strike out. They didn't even bother giving him a chance. That's back in late 80s. He struck out all the time. So they shipped him off to Seattle, and he was more of a Yankee killer than Ken Griffey than were. I mean, it was like he was a man scorned against his team, a former employee, disgruntled. He killed the Yankees every time. Yeah, a man scorned, right? That's what.
Did you say Edgar Martinez?
Edgar Martinez killed us too, but I mean, Jay Buhner really killed us, man. Every time we played against him, he killed us.
Olaru, when he was on Seattle, people forget he was on Seattle too. Almost batted 400 that 1 year.
I know. Remember that? Holy crap.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He played for both our teams, the Mets and the Yankees.
Oh, yeah.
So DeGrom's going to opt out and then re-sign with the team. I think that's what's going to happen.
I don't know why he's going to do that. I mean, if he goes out and pitches the rest of the season and does awesome, I can understand that. But if you come in and you have an ERA over 3, 4, 5, how can you opt out?
I don't know. I don't know how you opt out, but like I said, he almost more money. I don't know. I can't see him in any other jersey but the Mets. But right now, I'm concerned about the Yankees getting these runs back and having a relief pitcher that can actually hold the fort. I don't know if they're going to bring the Zephyros kid out again. I think he was just, you could tell by the way he looked that he was definitely nervous.
That's what I was trying to tell people.
Every pitch he threw, he was like, please, please, please. You know, once it left his hand, he was like, please, 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 please.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Yankees, the first half of the season, killed everybody. But they did struggle against I think they went 500 against Houston. But for a team to make this many moves, once again, not hating on them, it's patchwork.
Well, they need to. They had no pitching. They couldn't make no moves. I mean, they need starting pitching. They needed bullpen help. They had injuries. They needed to.
How long is Stanton out?
Oh, he'll be back any day. He was only out for 10
Okay.
days.
Because
He had,
that's big.
he had tightness in his Achilles, and there's no reason to make him play at that right now. You just don't have to.
Nah,
When you have
it
that
makes
big
no
of a
sense.
lead in first place, you make sure these guys are rested. You know what? 10 days take 20. Just take your time. Take your time.
I concur. I concur.
I don't understand getting the Harrison Beta guy because our outfield is now jammed. Unless they plan on keeping Stan out a little bit longer.
I was gonna say sometimes they know more things than we do.
Definitely. Here's the other guy that blew my mind, DJ LeMahieu. Like, they actually were going to let him, like, they actually were considering not re-signing him. Like, how insane is that? The guy can play every position in the infield. He's a solid hitter, and he works counts. He works the count.
And that's big.
Can you imagine when the Yankees were looking at Freddie Freeman and them, that Anthony Rizzo was a free agent all that time and no one was really looking at him? Can you imagine? That's insane. He just sat out there at free agency. No one really looked at him. How?
What about Holiday?
Oh, yeah, another one. Crazy. Crazy. And the Cubs were another one. They dumped everybody. They had Chris Bryant, Baez, and Rizzo. They got rid of all three. Bryant went to the Rockies, right? I was like, that was weird. Didn't see that coming. All right, Judge, let's go. Tie this game up. Tie this game up.
He's having a monster season.
Good. He's the scariest bat up right now.
I can't wait till he's in the blue and orange. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh. I mean, I told everybody on here I like the Mets. I don't have any problem with the Mets, but that would bother me, man. That would really bother me. I do not. I like the Mets a lot.
All this is going on because of an $8 million difference.
Yeah, $8 million difference, right? They want to pay him. But it's weird. The Yankees have been weird lately with this anyway. They don't go after Correa. They get IKF. It's nothing against IKF. You guys already know how I feel about him. You don't go after Scherzer. You don't go after these guys anymore. You hope Severino comes back okay. I mean, what are you kidding me?
Well, Scherzer was different. He didn't want to pitch in New York at all. It's just Uncle Steve went there personally and gave him a check and said, hey, write whatever you want.
It is different for him, and it's not a knock, but it is different for him pitching with the Mets than the Yankees. It's just a different pressure. Not saying you got easy. It's like if you're the starting quarterback for the Jets, you got a little bit more grace than the Giants.
He's a different animal.
He is. Max Scherzer would have been great with the Yankees. Would have been great.
No matter where he pitches, he's gonna.
I agree.
He's gonna
There's no doubt.
people down.
I agree. Like Benintendi, the Yankees getting him. He's not doing well right now. Some people feel it's like, yo, dude, he played for the Red Sox. He knows he's played in pressure-filled cities. That's not it. He's just having a little bit of a slow start. He played in Boston. He was an all-star center. He was all-star outfielder for them. He's fine. I'm not worried about him. Come on, Judge, let's do it. Thank you.
I was gonna say you're that far behind because I'm way ahead of you.
That's the way it was with you and I the other day. I was like way ahead of you, like almost a whole batter ahead of you.
Yeah, because this guy's batting up right now. Riz. But he's living up to that trade. Rizzo's doing his thing.
Yeah, Mariners are doing it right now. I see it there, hat trick. The Mariners are doing it right now. We'll see,
And
man.
everybody wrote him off. Like I'm saying,
The Mariners, hell yeah.
The Mad Dog was like, "Oh, put a fork on them. They're over. They're done. Forget about them. They, and he's eating his words."
He said the Mariners and the Sounders are taking a W today. Who are the Sounders? Are they a soccer team? Is the Sounders is that the Seattle? Is their soccer team? I don't watch a lot of soccer, so
That sounds like a fishing. That sounds like the name of a fishing boat.
The Sounders? I think it's a soccer team. We're guessing. I don't know. Tell us, man. Hat trick, tell us. I know what the Mariners are, but they're not going to take the win today. We'll see. But the Sounders, I'm going to guess it's a soccer team. It's got to be. If he's promoting the Mariners and the Sounders, it's got to be a Seattle-based team. I'm going to go soccer.
Ask him how he feels about Ryan Reynolds buying that soccer team.
Who was right, Lou? You said a fishing boat. What are you fishing for? Sounders. It's a soccer team, man. What do you mean promoting the Mariners and the Seattle Fishermen? What are you kidding me?
I said it sounds like a name
they're
of a
catching
fishing
flounder and stuff. Man, you had to guess a freaking sport. Come on, he didn't say that, man. Oh, the Mariners and deadliest catch. I mean, come on. Come on, man. This like it sounds like a fishing boat. What, are you kidding me? I guess they're right. We'll see, though. The Mariners, I mean, they're playing, but it's up to the bullpens now, bro. Patrick, too, you're new, man. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell notice. Hit the like button because we're just fans in here talking to fans. That's all we do. No one's professional here, brother. We don't try to be professional, try to be anything that we're not. We're just diehard fans. Lou's a Met fan. I'm a Yankee. He's a Giant. I'm a Jet. We just in here BSing, bro. We have a great chat room of guys that are regulars here, and we just kicking it, man. That's what we do here. Come on, Rizzo. That was a bad swing, man. Man. But Lou right now is watching the Yankees with us. He started with the Mets. He's watching the Yankees with us right now because
the Mets are losing 5-1, 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Nationals minus Soto,
and Bell.
And Bell. So in DeGrom's return, the Nationals don't have Soto or Bell, and they can't score more than a run. Unbelievable. This should have been a cakewalk return. Welcome back. Like I said, the Yankees should have had a bounce back series with the Royals, beat them 10-1 every game, but no, they didn't do that. So you guys, it just hit me now that they don't even have Soto or Bell. I didn't even think about that earlier.
No, I mentioned that a couple of times. I said only the Mets will have their best player in best pitcher in baseball come back, don't score no runs for him like they always do, and then lose to a team that just got depleted. Welcome to New York.
Rick just defended you a little bit, man. Rick has been with me. He's a great guy on here, man. He's been chatting. He's been with me the entire Royals Fest, right through the whole snooze 1-0 fest on Thursday. It was all, like I said, we were just short of talking about volleyball. That's how bad that game was. He said at least the Mariners and Sounders are, have to do with the water. So he defended the air a little bit. It was still pathetic. That was a pathetic.
It was. It just sounded funny.
It's like that Islanders jersey when they had the Gorton Fisherman on the front. That was the most disgraceful jersey ever. I'm a Ranger fan, not an Islander fan. Rick, I think you're an Islander fan. Do you have one of the Gorton Fisherman jerseys? That was one of the most heinous, disgusting jerseys I have ever seen. Ever. And I mean, that has nothing to do with me not being an Islander fan. That was disgusting.
And it wasn't even their blue that he was wearing. It was like a lighter blue.
Oh, it was terrible. He's on the front holding a hockey stick. Terrible, and a rain slicker and all that. It's awful. Awful.
That was bad.
That was a really bad jersey. They had hate mail going to the they had hate mail going to the owners like, you need to change this now. Like, they took away a legendary logo of the Islanders, the New York, that is a legendary logo, and you replaced it with a Gordon Fisherman holding a hockey stick. It had like waves. It had waves. Oh man, I gotta pull that up.
They could have just had the garbage
the garbage barge.
That barge, and it would have been the same thing.
Oh my gosh, that was what a disaster that jersey. And that's around the time they traded away Zdeno Chara, so it was weird. Anyway, that's what New York teams do. That was awful. I'm trying to think of any jersey that anybody's ever come out with that's worse than that. Oh, maybe the Marlins pink jerseys. That could be.
No, that wasn't as bad as that.
Not as bad as that. That was terrible. What a disgrace. And they didn't even use it as an alternate. That was like the jersey.
I know what's worse than that. Remember the All-Star game in Colorado? When they had the Neptune Mets and all this stupid all of them were horrible. At least
that was just an all-star game. The all-star game actually up until this year has had some horrendous jerseys. And like they actually put effort in this year. The gold with the charcoal, the gold on the white, that was a good job this year. But
did you see how many the Yankees and Mets Subway Series this year was the most watched 2 games in ESPN in the last 15 years?
Really? No, I didn't see that. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I did. In 15 years.
Wow. No, I didn't know that. I'm still ready to. I still have all the captain things recorded. I haven't started them yet.
I haven't watched yet because I wanted to finish. That's it. Is done, or there's one more?
No, all 4 are done. I mean, unless there's a 5th
Okay.
one I don't know about, but as far as I know, there's only 4. I recorded 4 of them, so I got to start watching them.
I heard a snippet real quick. I don't know if we talked about this about A-Rod, that he said if Derek Jeter was drafted by Minnesota or the Royals, he wouldn't be where he.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't have the team around him that he had. That's like, I know, that's like a real backhanded slap there, man. Backhanded.
It was kind of true though.
You can say that about anybody. A-Rod, who was A-Rod surrounded? Who was A-Rod surrounded by the Mariners?
He mentioned it.
A-Rod was surrounded by Joey Cora, Ken Griffey, Tino Martinez, Edgar Martinez, Jay Buhner, Randy Johnson was the pitcher. So what is he talking about? Who was he surrounded by? John Olerud, right? Who was he surrounded by? And he's talking trash? You gotta be kidding me.
He was saying what was batting first, or I think he was trying to say more batting first and second. You don't have the pressure batting 3, 4, or 5. No knock against Derek Jeter. Produced the biggest games, the biggest.
Right. Stage. He did the biggest intangibles, like we talked about in that Oakland series. And when Jeter came out, the Yankees were, world. Right. When Jeter came out, the Yankees were just rebuilding their team. These guys weren't winners yet. They weren't doing it. They hadn't done anything in 14 years. A-Rod went to like, dude, you're on an all-star team. Like they can't easily pitch around you to get to somebody else in that lineup.
They didn't make it to the World Series.
Huh?
They didn't even make it to the World Series.
No.
Seattle.
He's talking crap. What bad team was he ever on except for the Texas Rangers? But that's not who he was drafted into. Then he came to the Yankees. So what is A-Rod talking about? I don't agree with that at all. That's a really dumb statement. Like,
one thing that I do respect about A-Rod, as much as everybody says,
I don't even dislike A-Rod. I'm not an A-Rod hater.
Remember when Derek Jeter got hurt? I forgot what happened, and they were like, "Hey,
I think that's when he dove into the stands and broke his face."
He was like, "Nope,
something.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving to short at all."
Oh yeah. Well, he had to be forced to move to third. Yeah, Rick, that big V on the Canucks jersey is. You can definitely argue that was awful. It had like the yellow, the brown. It just was a big. If you've never seen it, Lou, you got to look up Vancouver Canucks V jersey. It is disgusting. Just look up their old jerseys. It is disgusting. It is atrocious. So yeah. Rick, that is. You can definitely argue that jersey with that Gordon Fisherman one. I'll give you.
We have any soccer fans out there?
The Sounders guy, your Fisherman guy.
Ask him. Does he remember the?
Well, he hears you.
Ask him. Okay. Do you remember the Italy purple jerseys that they end up? I think it was like 90 something. That they end up banning because they had like the swastika. The way it looked, they had the swastika. Ask him. He remembers that.
I don't even know if he's still in here.
Oh, look up that jersey.
A-Rod broke the rule of don't bite from the hand that feeds you, and wouldn't have gotten a ring without Jeter. Yeah, that's right. How about the team he got the ring with? Yeah. I'm not even an A-Rod hater, but yeah, to start snapping on Jeter, it's like that's ridiculous.
Don't forget, he could have went to Boston, and they didn't let him.
Right. He even tried to go to the Mets. Didn't the Mets trying to get him at one time?
They were like, hey, don't leave any money on the table because it's going to be bad for every player after you. So he had to go to the Yankees. But look up real quick. Look up the worst Italy jersey.
Oh, get it!
Soccer.
Wait, hold on. Which sport for what, Rick? We're talking about so much. Which sport for what? What were we talking about? You might have. My brain goes when we're rolling, man. So I don't know where we're talking about. You know what I mean?
We talk about everything.
We're talking about bad jerseys to horrible bullpens to Licky to, Danny Loose change, all of it. That's what we do here.
Fishing boat names.
The fishing boat, yeah. It's talking about the Mariners and some guys fishermen. I mean, which led us into the Gordon Fisherman. It's weird. Which sport for what, Rick? That's funny, man. Well, we're almost out of this. These games are grinders, man. Once in a while, it's a gift when you get a good, solid pitched baseball game. It's 2.5 hours. That last game I did on Sunday for the Royals and the
Yankees.
I was like, oh, this will be good. Early Sunday afternoon game. I got some things to do. I could do that. It was like over 4 hours, man. 4 hours.
They had a rain delay, right?
No, that wasn't even the rain delay game. No, the rain delay game is the game that they scored 8 runs in the 8th inning when they came back, and 6 of them were unearned because Kansas City can't field ground balls and actually throw them to the right base because they would have lost that game. There was like, and there pitchers were walking in runs. Oh, here we go. Oh, Lou was talking about, he's laughing. Lou was talking about some purple soccer jersey. Once Lou mentioned soccer, I tuned out. I don't watch soccer.
From Italy.
I respect the sport, but I'm just not a soccer fan. So when he said any soccer fans out there, I started reading the commercial on the TV. I have no idea what he was talking about.
I could have said curling. It would have been the same thing to John.
Yeah, like curling, you know? I mean, like, goodness gracious. Lou should have brought up soccer when we were watching that 1-0 game last Thursday, Rick. That's when he should have brought up soccer. Because we were
I was in Miami, brother. I was in Miami.
All the respect to the people that are in this chat room because they hung in there during that game. You know, baseball games like that. It's just, they're awful. It's not even like a pitching duel. It's just terrible. So we could have, I mean, yeah, he's talking about some purple soccer jersey, I guess. I don't know.
It's
Travis Jankowski's on the Mariners. Did you know that? Who they Mets trade to get him? Jankowski.
They picked him off the waivers. He went to
waivers. I'm like, I know this guy.
Picked him up.
He's the Syndergaard wannabe with the hair. He could never get a hit for the Mets. They always had to put him on as a pinch runner.
He got a lot of walks. He had 2 game-winning hits for us in the beginning of the season. And then he broke his
walks. He wasn't getting hits.
No. What happened? No, he got a couple of hits. But what happened was that he got hit by a pitch or with diving. No, matter of fact, he was diving for a play and broke his finger.
Come on, Matt. We got Carpenter up. This guy has been ridiculous, man. I say it every time he walks out because I still can't believe he's at 320 or something, man. He was going to retire.
Dude, I am so ahead of you right now. It's unbelievable.
Good. Now you know how I feel when you bring up something. I'm like, dude, that was like 5 innings ago.
Hey, but at least I don't ruin it for you.
Just keep sitting there wallowing in your Mets loss. That's all he can do.
I know. It's okay, but we got our boy back.
That's all that matters. It's pathetic that they didn't back him against a doormat with no Soto and no Bell. Until you brought that up, I forgot about it. That's like I might as well have been in their lineup. No one would have known the difference. Like, who's this guy? Who knows? You know, it's like I could go play I could tell people I play for the A's, and people they'd have to believe it. No one knows who plays for the A's.
Oh no, you're ahead of me now. Oh, it's because I switched the game. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Carpenter just came up for you.
Who's this pitching? Swanson, is it?
Yeah. I like it better when I'm ahead of you.
No, I think no, we are. Think about it. That's what I'm telling you. The Yankees don't miss. It's rare that they miss.
When they're picking players, too, because
he was ready to retire.
He and teams just passed it like Rizzo. They actually knew enough that they could leave Rizzo out there in free agency and not worry about it. Like, not worry about it. Like, no one else looked at him. Can you imagine that? No one else looked at Rizzo. The Yankees just left him there for like a couple months while they're waiting to try to sign Freeman or Olsen. Like, we ain't worried about Rizzo. He'll still be there. That's kind of, they didn't say that, but that's kind of the attitude they had, right? Oh, he'll still be there. You know? That's insane. Matt Carpenter, like, you're right. The Yankees don't miss on that stuff.
They don't.
Lockport, I don't have any Bills or Sabres memorabilia. That being said, I'm about to because my wall back there is all famous hockey goalies, all legendary hockey goalies, and I want a Sabres Dominic Hasek one. I know he won with the Red Wings, but I liked it better when he came out, and that's when he did all the work. That's when he became Hasek, and that's what I want. That's another one I need on that wall. So that's the guy that I want, man. Of the Buffalo Sabres, Hasek came in. Huh?
that New York is one of the few states to have 3 football teams. 3. I know California is one.
But they'll tell you it's Jersey, Jets, and Giants. But, you know, the NFL has a rule that if you're within a 75-mile radius of a city, you are allowed to claim that city as your team. Like the Dallas, if they really want to go, the Dallas Cowboys would be the Arlington Cowboys. They don't play in Dallas.
They don't play in, yep.
The Washington, what are they, the Commanders now? They play in Maryland. They don't play in Washington. So there's a lot of teams.
Didn't they play like in Irving, Texas or something like that, the Cowboys?
They played Arlington, Texas, where the Texas
No,
Rangers.
now, right?
But they don't play in Dallas.
No, wasn't before. Was it Irving, Texas?
Oh, it's foul. Huh?
Was it in Irving, Texas they were playing before?
Yeah, Irving, right. They don't play in Dallas. I'm saying Arlington. I'm thinking of the Texas Rangers. Yeah, Irving, Texas. I'm saying Arlington. Whatever, in the basement. You know what I mean. They don't play in Dallas, and that's the damn point.
Who cares about the Dallas Cowboys?
Right. Who cares about the Cowboys anyway? They don't do anything. You know, the media always makes it sound like they're going to do stuff. They do nothing. They have a great regular season and then bomb in the playoffs. I can already tell you the story. And if I'm a Jet fan, so you guys want to make fun of that, that's fine. I don't care. I'm used to that. Good steal. What? Hold on. Why they send Castro back? What happened? Interference? What happened? Did his swing hit the catcher? It did. It did.
But if the swing hit the catcher, any catcher interference?
That's a good question. Because if he's getting up to throw the ball and leaning in toward the plate to throw, which, you know, wouldn't that, but I don't think there's any catcher zone like a goalie's, you know, like a goalie zone. I don't know. That's a good
Maybe
question.
It's the follow through, because I know usually
because he didn't hit him going forward. He hit him.
It was the follow through. It was a follow through.
Yep,
it was follow through.
I could see if you hit him swinging the back and bat initially, but it was the follow through.
Then there's catcher interference. So that's, yes, batter interference.
Ryan Miller was an awesome goalie, brother. Ryan Miller was definitely an awesome goalie. I gotta, I would take Hasek. You and being in Buffalo and a Sabres fan, you would definitely take Hasek over Ryan Miller, though, right? Mike Richter won a Stanley Cup for the Rangers. I would take Henrik Lundqvist over him. I would take it over him without even thinking about it. And Richter's in the Hall of Fame. Lundqvist did a lot more with a lot less for most of his career. Most of the 2000s, they wouldn't even been in the playoffs without Henrik Lundqvist. So Ryan Miller was awesome, but when I'm putting the names up there where you got Brodeur and Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek.
That's the dude from Jersey. Who was the dude from Jersey?
Martin Brodeur.
Oh, he was a monster.
He was a monster, man. Yep. Hasek all day. Yeah, you don't even have to think about that, man. Hasek all day. And the guys you guys just picked up, the backup goalie from the Jets, Cromrie, he coming in the same way Hasek did, man. He doesn't have a lot of starts, but you need a new goalie. You can't keep going with Craig Anderson. He's way too old. He's 41. Ed Belfour, I think you guys signed. But you don't need him either, man. He hasn't been doing much of it. I mean, the guy's coming off an injury. He didn't even play for Dallas last year. So Ed Belfour, you can't go with these older guys. The Sabres got a good young team right now. Owen Power is good, man. You got he's going to be a great defensive player for you guys, man. And now you need a young goalie, and Eric Cromrie could be the guy. He could be the guy. The Jets, the Winnipeg Jets and the Calgary Flames, and I'll get off hockey because I know we're doing baseball, but the Winnipeg Jets and the Calgary Flames are the only two teams this year to use the traditional starter and backup goalie for the entire season. You guys know the NHL saw over 100 different goalies this season. That is the most. I don't know if it's the most ever, but it's the most in an amazingly long time. Most teams had to go 3 to 4 different goalies. Where's the goaltending going? What's going on? We don't have, for only 2 teams to have that? So the guy you got, he backed up Hellebuck on the Winnipeg Jets. He's now on your team, Eric Cromrie. He might, just like Hasek was a backup on the Chicago Blackhawks. He came in. You don't know what you guys are getting. You're similar to the New York Rangers, where you rebuilt the team. The Rangers were crap for a couple of years and had to let Lundqvist go because, he wasn't going to be part of a rebuild. Now we got Igor Shesterkin, a young line. We got young players like Keandre Miller and the kid line, which is these kids are all 23 and younger. And our front line, Panarin, Zibanejad, and Chris Kreider. Now we got Vincent Trocheck. Now the team, look, we came with 2 games of the Stanley Cup. 2 years ago, it would have been like, no way. The Sabres are on the ups, man. I'm telling you, if that goalie works out for you guys, that could be incredible. And that's my Sabre talk for today during the Yankee game. Ed Belfour, I meant Ben Bishop. Sorry. Wow, Lockport, I was on a roll, and Ben Bishop is really who I was talking about because he didn't play for the Dallas. I had the right teams and everything, but Belfour played for Dallas also at one time. So yeah, Ben Bishop. We're in the basement, and this is what happens when we're on a roll, brother. We're in the basement, man. That is hilarious, right? I said Eddie the Eagle, man. Ben Bishop is who I was thinking of, and I said Ed Belfour. Whatever the case, they're the same age, right? Craig Anderson's probably the same age as Eddie Belfour. Hey, we're in the basement, man. We get rolling. We just start spitting out names, man. And that one just rolled off. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Oh boy. Well, anyway, you Sabres should be pretty good this year, brother. Come on now, let's go. Let's get this run back, Benintendi. Let's get in the groove of being on the Yankees and not the Royals anymore. Come on. See, as Yankee fans, we're already going to start, getting on you like, okay, let's get going. Come on. Oh, he struck out. Come on. You know what's sad is Benintendi could start getting booed. I'm not saying he should get booed, but he could. That's how the honeymoon in New York lasts. Not very fast. Benintendi just struck out. He's 0 for 4. I was just telling them he's not long before he's going to start getting booed. He didn't do much over the weekend against the Royals, and now he's 0 for 4 and just struck out. Now that made him 0 for 4. So
that's not bad. Remember, Stanton went like 0 for 21 his first couple of games here.
Yeah, but Stanton had a game where he struck out like 5 times, and they booed him in that on-deck circle. And he was like, man, that's what I realized about Miami anymore. Yeah, you ain't Miami anymore, bro. You come here by his second week, he was already getting booed. But he owned up to it. He was a man about it, and he's turned it around. And Stan's playing unconscious again, man.
Remember, was it Brian Leach?
Of course. What about him?
Awesome player. I don't really know too many hockey names, so guys.
You're getting better at hockey. Lou's learning hockey. It's like Mikhailov when he's on here learning baseball, man. Lou's getting a lot better with hockey.
I know Ovechkin. I know Crosby. I know.
People that don't watch golf know who Tiger Woods is. I hear you. Ovechkin and Crosby would know by accident. But Igor Shesterkin, the new Vezina Trophy winner.
Igor.
Hey, Pittsburgh was calling him out when they were up 3-1. The Pittsburgh fans were calling him out, doing the Igor chant, and then they lost game 5, 6, and 7. First time in NHL history that a team came back being down 3-1 and was down by 2 goals in game 5, down by 2 goals in game 6, and repeatedly down by 1 goal in game 7. No one has ever come back like that, and the freaking Rangers did it. You called out Igor, and you got him.
Yeah, it was a great run. Unexpected.
Incredible run. Unexpected.
I do think that the New York fans got a little cocky, saying ours is better than yours.
Yeah.
We were up 2-0. Then we was up 2-0 in the third game. I think so too, if I'm not mistaken. There was
against
a bad penalty.
Against the Lightning. Yeah. Yep, you're on a roll.
See, I promise y'all, I watched every game.
I know you did. This is the first time I had Lou on with me. He was on the phone underneath the microphone, and we were talking after the game. I'm like, I got to go on, so I'm just gonna throw you under the freaking microphone on speaker. That's what we do here in the basement, man. Anything goes. I didn't have the live stream set up, so I just threw him. It's on one of my Tampa Bay Rangers videos.
No. It was
Carolina
Tampa again. Who beat them? Avalanche. Remember I said.
That's when you were on. It was Avalanche.
Yes, remember I was like, they're gonna take their soul. They took their soul.
That's right. That's right. You did. Yeah. Yep. Lou was the first time Lou was on with me was on a speakerphone under that mic, and that was hilarious. I got to find out which one that is, so down the road we can play that. That was hilarious.
It was game 3. No,
I know which one it is. I know.
I think it was game 4. I think it was game 4.
The way the videos are set up, I actually know which one it is.
Because remember, the Avalanche was up 3-1, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 3-1?
They were up 3-1. Yeah. Was that? I mean, I have it in there.
And they went to Colorado and they pulled up. They pulled it out.
Tampa Bay pulled it out there and then lost on their home ice. Yep. Same thing. Yep. The only other team that took 2 from the Blues the Avalanche that whole playoff series was the Blues. They lost 4 games the entire playoffs.
You called it though. You called it.
Yep, me and my son.
You said it, and I'll tell you this, fans.
Back in October, I said the Avalanche were going to win it.
He said it. And the funny thing is, the first game, did they play the Oilers the first series?
No.
Who did they play
the Avalanche
first
played the Oilers in the conference finals. The Avalanche swept the Predators, who had the Predators were a true 8-seed team, and they swept them. They swept them and had a vacation before their next round.
So it was against the Oilers. The first game, they almost scored like 14 goals.
Oh,
am I not mistaken?
Mike Smith was their goalie in the Oilers. He sucks. They give up left and right. Yeah, they scored 7 on Vasilevsky too, man. 7. They couldn't. The Lightning play a whole different strategy.
One shy of the record. It was one shy of the record. And I even told you, I said, hey, I'm going to go back and watch these games. And the first thing I told you was, what a difference. It's 1-2 pass. They're already in your zone. 2-1.
1-2 pass. They're already by your goalie. That's how great they were. They're fast. And Lightning, all due respect to them, they did slow them down a lot because they're the 2-time champions for a reason. But they were too fast. In the end, though, they're too fast. They're too efficient, and they skate and they just whatever. Right now, we need Trevino to get this run in. 2 outs, 1 and 2.
I kind of think the same thing happened to them that happened to Tampa when they swept whoever they swept. Wasn't it the Panthers?
They swept the President Trophy Panthers. Are you still on here, Froge?
Yep, Froge. That's why.
Hey, Andy. Andy, how you doing, brother? I see you now, man. Yeah.
And then, they did lose the first 2 games, but if you notice, towards the 3, 4, 5, and 6, Tampa had the fresher legs.
Yes, wild pitch. Yeah, Tampa had the fresh legs, man. They swept out the Panthers easily. Bro, he was so mad about that. And then he's like, you guys are going to get swept. I'm like, the Rangers ain't going to get swept. We have a way better goalie, bro.
And then same thing kind of happened the other way around.
We had a 2-0 lead. Then we had 2 games to none lead. Then we had 2-0. Then we went like hockey's version of prevent defense.
I promise you, if you go back, look at the horrible penalty. I don't know who the hell it was. They end up giving them the power play. They end up scoring. They scored again.
Oh, that was Jacob Trouba. It was Trouba. Yep, I know.
And it was a horrible penalty. Like, why would you do that?
Come on, how do you look at that? How do you look at that? What are you trying to be, Carlos Beltran? What are you looking at?
Oh, you just took the words out of my mouth. I swear to you.
That was the same type of pitch Carlos looked at the end of playoffs.
I was there in the parking lot I was doing a tailgate. My best friend Doughboy and his Primo. We call him Primo.
Everybody knows who Doughboy is by now.
And his cousin Primo, and we went there. We were cooking, and we were there. We heard the loud scream. Andy Chavez made one of the greatest plays ever. He robbed a home run. I don't know who it was from, but it was an awesome home run. Look it up. For him to just look at that,
crazy. I know. That ended the play, and he looked at that like how. It was damn near like not obviously nowhere near the same situation, but it was similar to that pitch right there. Like, how do you look at that? How do you look at it? It just dropped right in front of you. Like, that's completely expected. I mean, different pitch, completely.
It was a curveball. Yeah, it was a curveball because they just went 12-6 right down the pipe.
Listen,
he just
fans
took
will
it.
accept it if you swing and miss, but you just looked at it. Like, fly out, do something. You needed Brett Gardner up there, even though he wasn't on that team. But I'm saying, like, that's, you know, they're ready for – some batters, honestly, are ready for anything. They just know.
It was like when Al Pacino, or excuse me, what was his name? Is it Michael Corleone? That was his name, the Godfather?
Your Godfather, yeah.
When he kissed his brother Fredo, he goes, "You broke my heart, Fredo. You
Oh,
broke my
Fredo,
heart."
man, was,
That's
he
the
was
same way
kinda
I
like
felt with
the-
Beltran.
he was kind of like the not all together with it brother. Yeah, I know. All right, here we go. Top of the ninth. Who's on now? Oh, is Abreu still out there? I think so. Can't tell.
Oh, did that break my heart? That still hurts.
Look,
to
we
this
need
day.
1, 2, 3, and we need the win. Timmy LaCastro's in right field. This is the guy.
Hey, the Mets can still pick up Familia. He just got kicked off the
Phillies.
Philly. Let
Pick
him
him
go.
up.
Hell no.
Watch the Yankees pick him up.
And watch him become a star.
Right. Watch the Yankees pick him up. Nice. They caught Aaron Boone picking his nose. That was good. So let's go here. He wants. I told you, the guy always looks bored when he's, you know, he's just always like this when he's watching the game where he's like this.
Dude, how is he still a manager? I'm sorry.
I
mean,
don't
get me
know,
wrong. Hey,
because he's the ultimate yes man.
I
Yeah,
don't get it.
that's right, Rick. Rick just said it, man. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. That's right. Famous line, man. It's such a famous line. We use that a lot around here. That's funny. That's it, Rick. You got it, brother.
Take the gun, leave the cannoli.
Anybody new in here, subscribe button, bell notice, hit the like button. We're just fans speaking to fans. Johnny Basement, Luke Talks, and everybody in this chat room is on all these Yankee streams, man. Just do it. Do it. Hang out with us. That's it. No one's professional.
Fans talking to
it.
fans. Fans
Fans
talking
to
to
fans.
fans.
That's it. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. People that do know people, tell them to subscribe. We're going to keep this thing rolling. We're going to be here every day. And then football season, forget it. And guys, I
I'll say it
am
again.
doing, we are Buffalo Bills games because I have so many subscribers that are Bills fans to this Jet fan. I will wear my Jet jersey. When you guys are on Monday or Sunday or Thursday night, be on here doing the Bills games just for you. Out of appreciation, be fan appreciation night. Bro, that get him out. He's safe. There's no way. It'll be subscriber appreciation night. I'll do the Bills games, man. I will.
Like I said, we need to do a fantasy football
play
episode
fantasy.
over here. I don't need it anymore. No, let me stop lying. I do.
I know you do. I don't play fantasy. I can't watch games. I need to watch my team, not players. Like I always told you.
What about
how many is supposed to go for what at the time I used to tell you, Tom Brady, I'm a Jet fan. I hope he does well. I hope
the best advice that John has ever given me during our 15 years of friendship was Brian Roberts.
Yep. No one in your whole pool knew who that was.
Second baseman for Pittsburgh. He said he's a doubles machine. Why is he out
Baltimore.
there?
That's how much you didn't know how he was. He was from the Orioles.
I thought it was Pittsburgh. You sure it wasn't Pittsburgh?
Brian Roberts played for Baltimore. Look it up.
I have no computer.
Brian Roberts played for the Baltimore Orioles at that time. He probably
I'll give you that. But anyway, he said he's a doubles machine, Lou. And I said, I don't know. And I picked him up. Because of that man, I won a championship that year.
That's right. And that's when you're like, you need to play. I'm like, no one in your pool knows who Brian Roberts is.
And that year, too, I picked up Ibardo Jimenez from Colorado. No, I believe you. Did he ever play for Pittsburgh?
All right, you're reaching for something now, so let's see.
I have to. Come on. I have to show face.
He played for the Yankees.
I remember that.
I'm going to look. I don't think he did, but I don't remember it. That I don't know, but I'm going to look right now.
But anyway, I guess you did because
he only played for the Orioles and the Yankees. That was it. He didn't go anywhere else.
I stand corrected. But that was the best advice he gave. He said, Brian Roberts, why is he here? He's a doubles machine. That's all I remember you telling me. And I said, I'm going to pick him up.
because I didn't know how the pool worked. And I'm like, well, was this guy injured? You're like, no, he's just a free agent. I'm like, no one's picked him up. Brian Robinson, guy's a hitting machine.
Won the
man.
chip that year.
Yep. And yeah, I remember you told me people in the pool were like, why'd you pick him up? I told you, man, that guy was money.
It was either $1,200 or $2,400 I won that year because of this man. The only advice he ever gave me after that was just straight.
Yeah, I don't do fantasy. I just don't. I got to watch the game. I can't watch players. It's just not me. I can't do it. Trust me, I get confused enough going with, you know, with a lot of things.
Fantasy football, baseball, and football has educated me in a lot of plays that I wouldn't look after, that I don't look at.
But doing fantasy baseball, that's a long grind, man, of the season.
It's a second job.
It has to be, man. All the moves, all the transactions, everything, the whole year. I would imagine that would be the same way for hockey or basketball too, man. It's a long season, man. But
that was the year. I think we worked for Verizon that year, so I had my phone, my tablet. It was that thick when it first came out.
Yeah,
the Samsung tablet.
All I knew about Samsung was I had the Snap. Bit of Samsung Snap. That's what I had, a little flip phone way back then. Yeah, that's right. That's funny, man. It's just like having just a regular phone in your pocket. The texting was like you had to do all the, AAA, CCB, BDDD, It took me an hour to text a sentence. Fingers were like cut up. Texting one sentence took me an hour. I just sent everybody that texted me something just like K.
But yeah, guys, I won 2 baseball championships back to back and 1 football. That's all I can say. My glory days.
Yeah, I just never. It's never been gambler.
No, but it's a big thing. I don't know.
I
if
know
you ever
it is. I'm not knocking it. I can't root for players when I root for teams. And I know the younger generation, a lot of guys aren't even fans of teams anymore. They're fans of players.
I hope my team wins, but I hope the other running back gets 3 touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying. I can't do that. I remember going over a friend's house, watching the game. It's just supposed to be, watching the Jet game and so on. His friends were there too. It was like the TV was here, the laptop was here, another laptop there. There was a separate TV with Red Zone on. These guys are on their phones, on their laptops during a game. I've never seen anything like it. I'm like, you guys are nuts. They're like, you don't play fantasy? I'm like, if I even thought about playing, you guys completely discouraged me from it. What are you guys doing? They literally were watching Red Zone on their laptop, on their phones, back to the laptop, looking at the play, going back. And I'm like, and they were fans, and some of them were fans of the Jets. I'm like, you guys aren't even watching the game. They're like, no,
they put it up in stadiums now. Like when you're in a football stadium, they put up fantasy points. Like if you guys haven't seen the 30 for 30, ESPN, the first fantasy football league that was ever, that they started, it's an amazing episode. But it's $1 billion freaking business now.
Hey, you're a Met fan. Janikowski just struck out. Can you believe that? Anyway, yeah, I know these are just some guys that just had an idea. Look at it.
Yeah, look at it. And they would do it manually. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, because it was just a game then. And it's just like, you sell that off. It's like, wow. But I just can't get into it, dude. Listen, I stress out enough watching the Jets and the Knicks and all of that. I don't need that in my life.
Look, I'll tell you this. If I put much effort into the stock market as I do into fantasy sports, I would be rich right now.
Right. It's like the guys that spent 20 straight hours playing Guitar Hero. How about playing a real guitar? Like you put in all that hours just to boo, 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 press buttons and stuff, dude. Pick up a real guitar and play that.
Remember Hung and Yang?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course.
Hung and Yang? They were animals, dude.
But play a real good. I think they had a South Park episode on that. By the way, they did, right? When the fighter's like, hey, they're like, wait, get out of here, loser. A real guitar. Yeah. Lockport just said, and Lou's known me a long time, he can vouch. He said, Johnny, I'm surprised you're not into fantasy. Your knowledge of sports is like top notch, brother.
I have always told him that, and he just won't do it. Won't do it. I've been telling him how long? 15 years?
At least. He
won't do it.
At least. Dude, I have my whole room here is full of sports books, trivia books. I read sports books, biographies, and I have trivia books that I just read, and I know them inside and out. It's what I do. I have the Hockey News magazine. I just don't read about the Rangers. I read it cover to cover. I've been doing this for years. I love sports. I love all of it. So that's why I can know what's going on with other teams. It just registers. And wrestling, I've been into it, I mean, since I was a kid and all this stuff. So
I got a story for them, John.
I don't
got
think
a
it's
story
anything
for them.
special. Huh?
What was the name of the guy that we used to work for, our trainer for Verizon?
Morgan.
What was his first name? Sean. Shane or Sean Morgan.
Something like that, yeah.
This guy would say, hey, if one of you guys can beat me in an
He
alphabet
knew
game.
a lot about hockey.
Oh, no,
He knew.
No, hold on, John. I'm going to tell them. So he goes, if you guys can beat me and naming this trivia game he used to do, it was alphabet. And John goes up to him. He goes,
Yeah.
No, I got you, John. Let me pat you back. Let me toot your horn. So I've always known John to be a very awesome. I call him a sports almanac, seriously. And he tells Sean, he goes, I'm gonna play this game and I'm gonna name nothing but NHL players because the guy loved the Penguins. He was from Pittsburgh. And B will come out and he will say some name that I don't even know who the hell this guy was. G will come out. He'll name a guy from Russia that I don't even know. Sweden. He was naming hockey players that we didn't even know who. I was like, Chino, who the hell? What is this guy talking about? That he beat Sean or Shane, whatever his name was, Morgan, and he said to him, he told John this. He goes, I am a diehard NHL fan. And he goes, I've never in my life, all friends, all people that I've ever talked to, has given me the competition or the knowledge that you have. He goes, you guys can leave early. Leave.
That's right. We got us out of work early that day.
I promise you, but you know everything. I mean, not everything, but you know a lot about everything. Some people just
in this,
good at
I'm a
football,
dummy in a lot
baseball,
of
basketball. Dude, you know wrestling. Come on, who knows wrestling
man.
besides my man Doughboy?
Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, it's he knew his hockey. Just never, you don't meet a lot. Come on, man! Don't give up any more freaking runs. Come on. Damn it, man.
John, you took me to my first Tampa Bay game on my birthday, January 31st against the Rangers.
Right.
The Rangers won.
That's right.
For my birthday, he took me out.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, that's what you do with friends, man. You take them to events and sporting events, and you were just getting into hockey. So you got to go to a game and see what it's like when you're actually at the game. It's incredible to see them skate and turn and skate back. All the players, and it's a whole different perspective when you're at a hockey game than you are almost any other event. It's just different.
I told you, you created a monster. One time I met you at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ybor City with your daughter. And I think we watched the Rangers versus somebody. I forgot who they played, but we watched it there.
Probably Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
It's a commercial break. You're going to have to hold the fort for 2 minutes, man, because I drink
hold
a lot
the fort now. All right, well, since I don't really know too much about half the stuff that you guys might want to talk about, I'm going to talk about John real quick. When he first started this channel, I told him, I said, hey, this is down your alley. This is you. This is you. This is you. This is perfect for you, John. You know a lot about a lot. Usually people say, hey, I know a little bit about a lot. This man knows names, dates, and not just football, basketball, baseball, hockey. His knowledge of sports is awesome. So I even told him, I said, if you're going to start this channel, you're going to go places. You know, it's going to take time because nobody just goes, hey, boom, 1 million followers. You have to start from somewhere. Everybody did. But I told him, you are so approachable. So I know that most of you guys that are on this channel and you guys talk to him, he replies to you guys. He replies to people that only come here and watch it for 2 or 3 minutes. And I told them that's awesome because most of these big content creators don't even talk to their fans. They don't even give you guys props. This guy, every single time that he sees one of you guys on, if you notice, he always says, "Hey, this person's on, that person's on, this person's on." Even when he was trying to start, when he started this the basement, he goes, "Luke, come on, come on, come on." And I was like, "Nah, John, your intelligence, you know too much about sports. You're gonna make me look like an a-hole. I'm gonna look like like an idiot." And he goes, "No, Lou. Me and you, when I was on the truck, we spoke for 2 or 3 hours. My significant other was always like, 'Who are you talking to, John? It's been like 2 hours already. You're gonna come watch a show with me?'" And he told me, "Yo, just come on." And the first time I came on his show was on the phone. He didn't even have this set up. I was on the phone, and some of you guys, the guy from Australia, I keep forgetting his name, he was like, "Hey, you guys are awesome. You guys work together. You feed off each other." And every time I come on here, I get more confidence. I get better. John always tells me, "Hey, Lou, you were awesome. Look, the people are asking for you." On Saturday, we came from the Marlins game, and he was doing the Survivor Series. I think it was not Survivor Series, SummerSlam. And he goes, "Lou, you coming on?" It was like around 10, 11 o'clock. I said, "No, John, I've been drinking. I'm going to sound horrible." And he goes, "No, Lou, come on. People are asking for you." And I came on drunk, drinking moonshine, but I came on at 11, 12 o'clock. And for the rest of, SummerSlam, we were there talking. Um, John is awesome. John is very knowledgeable, but the best thing about John is that he doesn't act or make you feel that he knows more than you, even if he probably does. But he won't do it. If you go back and watch the LeBron versus Jordan, me and him always talk about that. Hey, come on, come on, come on. He's a better debater than I am, and he took me out early. But I hung with him, and even after he beat my BGZs, he was like, "No, Lou, you did awesome. Half the people that I would talk to against me versus any debate would have quit, and you didn't." So when I tell you John is a humble and awesome dude, he's not gonna talk down to you. That's why I love this channel. That's why I'm always coming on this channel, because he loves you guys and he talks to you like fans talking to fans. He's never gonna act like he's better than you, and that's the best part about my man Johnny Basement. Salute.
Oh, thanks, Lou. I got something stuck in my eye.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you would have been crying if you would have heard that.
You mean like, dude, I'm just a fan. That's it. I'm a fan. I'm just a fan of sports. I'm a dummy in a lot of other areas, but the fans of sports, I just love it. I always have loved it. And that's it. And that's why I love you guys being in here with me, because that's what this is. We're just fans.
Yep.
I just love sports. I can watch games and read trivia books while I'm watching games. I just do it. That doesn't mean everybody started freaking questioning stuff. It doesn't mean hammering away, but it's fun.
And don't go at him. Don't go at him, because he'll go at you too.
Oh,
don't sleep on
10
that.
people. Come on. I just said Eddie Belfour earlier when I was talking about Ben Bishop. I already screwed up. We make mistakes here in the basement. What are you going to do? Listen, now we got Trevino out, our other pickup from the Oakland A's here, man. And he's really, he has a look on his face.
Did you ever show him the new memorabilia that you bought?
No, not yet. I'll get into all that I'm waiting for another boring pitching matchup when we have to start. I'll wait for one of those games. Trevino,
you have to come up with talking some context. Oh, come on.
Dude, this is another guy that's like, holy crap, I don't pitch for the A's anymore. Like people in the stands actually care.
But you know what? Another thing that and once again, I'm a Mets fan, that I give the Yankees. The last couple of years, even if you lost to Houston, for some reason they get into the playoffs and they become a different animal, dude. Even if they lose, they always knock out whoever the first team that they face. Even if they're the underdogs, they always freaking win. Why?
Oh, the Astros?
Well, no, you lost to the Astros last year, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
No, we lost to the Red Sox. Big Money Cole couldn't pitch one game in the wild
he couldn't get out the first inning.
Big Money, he couldn't even get out of the first inning. Couldn't even get out of the first inning.
I forgot about that.
Big Money Cole. Yo, bro, that guy is a Red Sox punching bag. I'm not kidding you, man. The guy goes, he might as well throw underhand. That's the way it seems like. These guys, tee off on him like nobody's business, man. Until he wins a game for us, I will always call him Big Money Cole because he does nothing.
300 mil
3-0 against the Royals, 3-0, and you give up 5 runs with 2 outs. 2 outs. It was 3-0 in the 6th inning. He gets up 5 runs. I told you that he grooved one. The only person you worry about on the team would be Perez. And he grooves one right down the middle with 2 men on. I don't even think the ball's landed yet. I mean, dude, he was just like, boo! Come on.
You see, guys, what I'm telling you about? Who remembers that game? Who remembers the pitching? Who was batting? What was this guy knows? He's a sports almanac. I tell you.
Oh, please. Come on. Don't, we'll get stop.
No, it's the truth,
Appreciate
man.
it. Appreciate it, but you know.
You ever heard this one saying that says, give me my flowers while I'm alive before I'm dead? So I'm giving you your flowers now, Johnny. It's a hip hop thing. Give me my flowers now.
I got you, brother. I got you.
Oh,
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But Lou,
I appreciate you. I was telling them how I didn't want to come on the channel because I was scared. And you kept on it. You kept on it. You kept on it.
I told wait to these guys. I mean, everybody was. When I first came on here, I'll show my first videos eventually one day. Like I can tell everybody, you get me to 1,000 subs, I will show one of my very first videos. I think I was reviewing the Jet Sack Exchange or whatever. I wasn't live. I just said it is horrendous. It's so funny because I was the same way. I'm like tripping over my words. I'm like, I don't know what. I'm used to talking to people. So when I did that, and my son was like, Dad, don't publish that. Don't. I'm like, just put it out there. I just did one. Put it out there. Put it out there. Put it out there. It was now I look back, I have them all. They're not posted anymore. But you guys get me to 1,000 subs, I will put one of them out, and I promise you, it is a clown show. It is because it's just. Well, I'm not going to tell you guys. Give me 1,000 subs, and I'll do it. But anyway, Yankees coming up.
I'm going to mention Peggy real quick that she just came to ask me if I was still live. Her when he first did one of his first videos, real quick, he goes, watch this. And she goes, he's so awesome. He's so natural. He can do it.
Gosh.
And remember, she got on the phone and even told you that herself.
Yeah. Well, all right. We're good now.
That's
I don't
it.
like being spoken about like that. We're good.
I'm sorry, John.
I appreciate it, man. But okay, we're good. I'm just a regular dude, regular sports fan. That's it.
But an awesome human being.
Thank you. All right, let's go. Come on, man. I like IKF. I will always continuously say that I like people that hustle, that take advantage of situations that they're in, knowing that you got shoes to fill of a guy you didn't get, like Correa.
But it makes things happen when you hustle.
Dude, this guy, that's the one thing that pisses me off about some baseball. It's like, all right, it should be a routine double play, but you're giving the other team too much credit. You're just jogging down the line. What if he throws over his head?
He fumbles it. He fumbles it.
Yeah, and now you get a chance to step on first because you're jogging. Trust me, that Royals series, 6 unearned runs. Out of those 8-run innings, 6 of them were unearned because these guys couldn't field regular ground balls and throw to the base.
That was like the game against that the Mets had. I forgot. I can't remember who the hell was it. But the pitcher fumbled the ball, but the guy dove into first base. The guy, Escobar, ended up scoring. If you don't hustle, you don't make things happen.
You know what's funny? I never understood the slide into first base because it usually almost never works. You're better off just sprinting down the line. I never understood the slide into first.
They studied that multiple times. It's not the same.
It's just not the same as sliding to other bases, right? You're already legging it out. Why are you going to slow your momentum down by either diving head first? It just doesn't make sense to me.
But the hustle aspect, you know who was like that? Dustin Pedroia.
Yes, I respected Dustin Pedroia because he was 110% all the way. I'm not a Red Sox fan.
All the way. Even when he was hurt, he did it.
I always said Dustin Pedroia was the Red Sox Brett Gardner. It's the same thing.
Oh.
He fell off 1,000 pitches. When you needed that hit, he got it. You know, that's what I mean. He was that kind of guy. Yeah, I
You know who's another one, and I hate to mention this guy's name, Altuve.
Oh, Jose Altuve, come on, man. I know because of what he did, but the guy as a player is incredible.
Oh, no, yeah. Because he's not cheating now. You know, they're looking under a microscope, and the man still does it.
And think about the ice in his veins to hear all the booing and the hatred and all that he went through last year. He's still hitting home runs. He's still doing all, still getting the big
See, but you
hits.
know why that doesn't bother him? Did you hear the story how he got put on? Okay, real quick.
Yeah, I think you told me a bit of it.
He was too short. They told him he didn't make the team. He came back, and the freaking manager was like, "Hey, if he came back, give him another shot." Some other scout was there, and they ended up taking him.
You're already seeing this happen, right? Were they on the second batter?
No, you actually ahead of me.
Oh, well, he just struck out on.
I'm on 2-2 right now, no outs.
I guess the way the pitch came, it drifted. I mean, it broke at the last minute. So I guess, still in all, we didn't need a strikeout there. We needed a walk or a hit or a home run. But, IKF isn't hitting home runs. That would have been a good time to get your first one, though.
But sometimes you have to, and this is why some people are better than others. Not that they're more talented, it's the IQ. If you know that there is, take a pitch. If the guy just threw 5 balls in a row, take a pitch.
Well, it was 2-2.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just saying, just in general.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I know, I got you.
And then like
you're talking about from the minute he walks up to the plate, yeah. Because right now, this guy's throwing a lot of balls. So right, if you're next up, why swing at everything? Let him.
Oh wait, I'm gonna contradict myself, John. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I do it too.
Yankees Mets. Peterson comes in, throws 4 balls in a row, throws the next pitch. The guy swings it first pitch and throws it into the freaking ties.
That was against the Yankees.
Yeah, against the Yankees.
That's after Scherzer came out.
I contradicted myself. I'm sorry.
Yep. Right after Scherzer came out. That's what I always said. The analytics don't tell you. And when you're not on, these guys can tell you. When you're not on, I still bring up your point of Blake Snell. The analytics don't. What the analytics don't tell you is when a pitcher is mowing you down and now you're taking him out, the morale of the other team goes all the way up because now we're going to the bullpen. This guy's out of the game. Now we go to the bullpen.
Computers can't. And matter of fact, on top of that, A-Rod said it. A-Rod was like, I know you have analytics, but there's something called the eye test.
Right.
Look it up. He said, look at the eye test. He goes, this guy mowed down the first 3 batters 3 times in a row. They were 0 for 9 with not even a scratch of a hit.
Struck out. Come on.
And as soon as they take our Snell out,
they don't want to win this game. Yeah, that's right.
Can't stand that sometimes.
Scherzer had to come out. He's at 100 pitches, but it's the whole morale. Even so, they gave up a 2-run bomb right away.
Yeah, look at us today.
Come on, man. Just get on base, DJ. Let Judge get up. Tie the game. DJ's getting on base. That's a hit. That's a hit.
Also, know who's behind you. How are you going to, like when people steal bases and their best hitters batting up, why would you steal a base and get caught out to make the third out at second or third?
Listen, Aaron Judge is up now. DJ just got a nice hit. Again, how did they almost let this guy go? I'll never know. But anyway, it's Judge time. He ties this game up. This place is he's gonna bring down the house. He ties this game up right now. Here we are going into a 4-hour game. At least this one's not a boring one, man. This one's exciting.
Not better than my 5-1 Mets loss.
Come on, Darren, do it. I mean, even so, it's like we said, even if the pitcher wants to pitch around, you got Rizzo up next. So. Let's go. Oh my gosh, this place will explode. It's a 2-run shot.
Oh, it will be like when Marshawn Lynch scored against the Saints.
Oh, that incredible touchdown run, yeah.
Do you know that the Richter scale was like a small earthquake in that stadium that day?
He made sure he ran over every Saints player and dragged them, the whole thing, yep. Come on, let's go, Aaron.
I like Michael K, but he's gotten so what's the word I'm looking for?
Egotistical?
Yes, but more narcissistic and more
Yeah.
He's like a philosopher. Hey, look, I'm Pluto, or
well, it's half the time like
Plato, excuse me, Pluto. I said Plato.
David Cohn sometimes just goes right past what sometimes when he says stuff, just talks about the game. Sometimes whatever he says, he just let it fly. But overall, I think Michael Kay is good as an announcer.
I think he's awesome, but for the last couple of years, it's like you can't tell him nothing.
Anybody new
worst
in
is
the
still
room,
call
please
his
hit the
girlfriend.
subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button, and keep coming in and joining us for Yankee streams. Even though he's a Met fan, he still comes in. We talk and we kick it about all sports. That's
Fans,
it. That's all I
talking
got.
to fans.
That's it. Fans talking to fans. Basement mentalities emerging from the depths. Let's go. Let's go, Aaron Judge. Let's go. Come on. Damn it. How do you write 103 right down the middle? Whew. This guy's throwing some heat, man. 103. All right, 0-2.
Dude, they got a
3
few
and 1.
good
3 and 1. I'm
players.
looking at what he is for the day. 0-2. It's 3 and 1. 3 and 1. Come on. Come on. I did. I saw 0-2. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought there was a couple balls in there. That's what he is for the day. Here we go with Rizzo.
Luis Castillo, is it?
Yeah. Tomorrow night against Big Money Cole. Castillo. Oh, we're going to be on here. I'm going to be on here tomorrow night. Everybody knows it. We're going to be on here.
I'll definitely stop by. I'll stop by tomorrow too.
You know, I always send you the link. You always have free reign to drop in anytime. But me and the regular, we're all going to be here. Thank you, Brown. Appreciate you, man. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell notice and the like button. Keep this channel moving. Fans to fans. Let's go, Rizzo. Come on. Last 7 games, Rizzo's 348 with 5 home runs and 9 ribbies, man. They're getting us pumped up for this game-winning 3-run shot. Let's go. Come on, I'm ready. I'm ready.
But you see how much of a great batter and someone that can take good pressure that Aaron Judge didn't swing at none of those BS call up pitches.
Yeah, that's true. What is this meeting on the mound with? What is the second baseman giving him pitching advice? Hey, dude, don't give up a 3-run bomb. I mean, what are they talking about out there?
I guess to calm him down, he threw a lot of balls there.
I know. I'm just breaking.
John,
I know. I'm just breaking balls. Come on. I want to
see breaking their balls, John. You're breaking their balls.
Breaking balls right now. Let's go. Get off the mound. He knows what to do. Pitchers tell him, you know what? Play your position. Don't worry about what I do. Let's go. Come on.
That's an ugly number for a relief pitcher. 73 or 75, excuse me.
Listen, everybody, I am going to be on here tomorrow night. Lou will probably be on as well. I got an exciting day of mowing the lawn for half the morning tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Come on, Lorenzo, let's go.
I'm going fishing tomorrow. I'm off.
Yeah, there you go. You going on the Sounders?
No, not the Sounders. Still a great name for a boat, though.
Well, at least you can walk away from here tonight with that going for you. Since the Mets lost and it couldn't beat a team.
Oh, that was my highlight of my evening.
With no Soto and no Josh Bell. Come on.
And hit the grown pitching.
3-0. You might as well. Now he's going to go to Donaldson next. Is Donaldson up next? I lost my place in the order.
I've been lost since we lost. So.
Oh, no, Glaber. Glaber's up next. I don't know why I said Donaldson. Whatever. He can hit him too. But I'd rather have Rizzo do it. He's not going to pitch one to Rizzo now at 3-0. There's no way. There's no way. You're going to put him on. There's no way. He ain't throwing you one, Anthony. Of course it's his choice if he wants to swing. You think Aaron Boone's telling him not to swing if he has one right down the middle? He walked him. 4 straight balls, man.
So you know what's coming, right? Down the pipe fastball.
He has to. He has to groove him. Glaber can hit him, man.
I agree.
Glaber has 7 walk-offs since 2018, most in baseball. I didn't know that. I read that. Come on,
Sorry, John. I have to go. I have to go.
Heck yeah, Hawkins. Yep. Welcome in, man. That's right, Hawkins. Welcome in. We got this. We got this. We got this. And I like the Phil Rizzuto. Holy cow. I like the Phil Rizzuto. Holy cow. I'd love to be hearing him calling this right now. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, brother, and hit the like button, please. Come on, Glaber, let's go. Come on. Need this, man. Come on. This place will go insane if he freaks and hits a grand slam right now. This place will go on. This basement will go up if he does that. Come on, Glaber. How do you look at that? How do you look at that? How do you look at that? It's right there. Oh, he's going to strike out on some stupid pitch now, man. Come on. You're not going to get a gift pitch like that again. Come on. Oh. I felt like he was going to swing at that one. Come on, it's what it's all about, man. This is what it's all about.
Okay.
Damn it.
Oh, that's it?
Glaber looked at one right down the middle, man. And we went to 0-2. Not now. We went to 0-2. It was right down the middle. What are you looking at? I knew after that he was going to swing at something stupid, man. Well, because now you have to swing. Anything close, you have to swing now.
Especially when you get into the pitches count. The
Oh,
pitches count
man, come on.
will put you there.
What a joke. All
Game
right,
over?
well, it's over.
Oh, I'm
Only
sorry.
4 hours later. Well, yeah, that's I'm getting some. Anybody that's new in the room, again, for the final time, subscribe, bell notice, like button. We'll be here. I'm always here. Yankee game tomorrow night. Be right back here. We do Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, football. Everything's coming up. Lou will always pop in. He always has.
I will always pop in the channel.
Always will pop in, Met fan or not. He knows he's popping into Yankee streams. It doesn't matter. He's the co-host of the show, and he likes to be here. We're all fans speaking to fans. Guys,
Basement
thank you
mentality,
always.
baby.
Rick, terrible, Rick. Terrible. Rick this guy is a trooper, man. All the Lockport, Rick, Gunner, these guys have been, I'm telling you, when you can sit through a snooze fest with me, man, that's freaking awesome. They're giving their time. That's why I respect it. They're giving their time. They don't even owe it to us to sit here and watch this. So I really do appreciate you guys very much. You helped build this channel.
Hey,
That was
Johnny,
nauseating.
don't go back and watch the montage I gave you because you're going to end up crying.
No, I'm going to go eat something and get ready to get a nice sleep and wake up and mow the lawn for 2.5 hours tomorrow. That's
You guys are in the basement, baby.
That's right. Yeah, mowing the lawn in 90-degree weather. That's a lot of fun, man. Looking forward to it. Anyway, guys, we're out of here. Thank you very much for hanging in. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Yankees, Mariners. Lou Talks will probably drop in here too.
Yep.
And
you guys like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
That's right. Bell notice everything so you know when we're on. We're going to be on live stream all the time. We are out. Thank you, guys.
Peace.